I might not be able to go live. Okay, testing, testing.
Okay, testing, testing.
Okay. It's working. It's working. My goodness. I've been fighting with my YouTube live audio for the longest of time. I think I finally got it. I think I finally got it. Hopefully, so I could come back and start doing lives again. I haven't been doing live for the longest of time only because of this. I've been trying my very best to keep up. I've been trying to keep up with going live and being consistent and whatever the case is. Sorry, my nails fell off, so don't mind them. But hopefully, this is good. I keep having to reset my YouTube app. I don't know if it's because my phone is old now and YouTube is not functioning as well with it or whatever, but I'm hoping that the audio stays clear for the rest of the night. And let me just sit here and vibe until, some more people come on in. Hey, Abide, how are you? Hold on one second. I can't even see your comment. Give me 2 seconds. Let me tap in so I could see. Oh, wrong thing. And can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me good and everything, because I've been having like the hardest time when it comes to the audio. I had to message Reds today and ask him to help me troubleshoot, which he did. But then just a while ago, I came back on and the audio wasn't working again. So hopefully, I don't. This is not the third time. This is probably like the 10th time. So hopefully, the 10th time is a charm. Let me. I'm trying to do so much all at one time. How's everything? How's the content coming along? How's the New Year's? How is the New Year's treating you? And I'm tapping in here, so give me 2 seconds. Can we turn this down? Okay, so Bai says my last live until Saturday or maybe even Monday. I'm taking a YouTube break starting tomorrow, as you should. When you say taking a YouTube break, you're taking a YouTube break as in, like going on lives and watching videos or whatever the case is, but you're gonna be creating your content, or you mean like no content, no nothing for a minute? Can you really can hear you really well? Okay, that's perfect. Everything has been okay. Both. Well, if you're starting a new channel, um, it's understandable. Like I understand the taking a break from everything else that takes away from the focus of your goals. But if you take a break from your channel, I don't know. I'm not an expert or anything, but depending, on how things go, it might not work in the best interest of your channel. I think what you should do if you want to take a break is try to batch create as much content as you possibly can for your channel. Batch create, schedule, upload and schedule, and then take your break. But I do understand the break, because a break is always is needed. It's needed. We set ourselves so thin because we're always trying to support and do a whole bunch of things and hustle everything all at one time, and we never really focus on us. So I get it. I will take tomorrow to work on building content. Yes, batch create. Exactly. Because honestly, I've been making sure, like, so far, I've been trying to jot down content ideas and all that good stuff, making sure that this year I do the darn thing. I do the darn thing. I've been really researching on like AI generated apps. I've been researching on topics that I feel is best suited for my niche, and I've been going about that. So hopefully. Hi Nishabu, how are you? How's it going? I'm finally able to come on live. I've been trying for like the past 2 weeks. Ooh, and tomorrow, guys, tomorrow I will be, no, not tomorrow, sorry, on Saturday. Saturday I'm gonna have stick to it on my live with me. So I'm gonna set that up or whatever the case is. It's already been confirmed. So I just have to make sure like I do a poster for my community tab to put it up so everybody knows. But I'm excited about that. Um, be right back. Okay, okay, Abide. How are you, Nishabu? How's the year treating you? I'm so tired. I am so tired. I have my laptop on one side, I have my iPad here, I have my phone there. I actually sat down. I've been creating, and trying to put out even better content. So far, by the end of the year, well, at least the end of last year, I worked on my thumbnails and stuff, and I think my thumbnails, like, I love the way my thumbnail is looking. I love the way the channel is looking, so I worked on that. And I've been working on the title. I think I'm doing so much more better with my titles. And now I'm working on a few other things, including the overall content that I'm putting out, the overall quality of the content. That's gonna be a good live with stick to it, right? I can't wait. I have to set it up and get it together. I actually want to have done it from this Monday or Tuesday that passed, but because I went on live, when was it? I think last Friday or something. I just did a pop up live because I realized, hey, I haven't been going live frequently, or I haven't been going live, period. So I did a pop up live. I jumped up on live only to realize that the audio wasn't working. I was so upset because I was getting a good amount of traffic, and that's very rare. Like, you know what I mean? People were coming in. People were coming in, and not only were they coming in, but they were coming in and they were staying and stuff like that. So I was like, but no sound, no nothing. So that was so upset. I was so upset. And then I tried again like several times that same in within that same time frame. Nothing. The next day I went and I tried again, nothing. So today I went on again and there was no volume. So I messaged Reds and I'm like, can you help me troubleshoot my life? It's been some time and I can't get on. So can you help me? And he did. He guided me through it and stuff like that. And I was able to get back some audio. However, I feel like I'm gonna have to keep repeating that step because I came on and checked it and it was fine. I was happy. I was like, yes. I was like, let me go brush up my hair now and set up myself and, come back again. But when I came back, there was no sound. So again, I had to come off and reset and then come back to get the audio. And we can't be living like that. So I have to find a solution. I'm not using the prison app anymore because the trial is over for that. I was considering getting it, but then I realized like the prison app, although it's really amazing, the quality is good, the graphics is good, there's so much things you can do with the prison app. It makes my phone overheat. And my phone is what I use when I'm going live. So we can't have that. It makes my phone overheat so much. So yeah, I was like, okay, no prison app for me. No prison app for me. But I'm still, going around experimenting and researching and trying to find one that does work with my phone, one that doesn't make it overheat, or I don't even know if I have to get like a whole different phone overall. But either way, I'm doing my best to make sure that, this year is going up with a bang. It's going up with a bang because we gotta get it. And right now, I've been growing. My channel's been growing. My channel's been growing. I do feel like I could do 100% more better when it comes to my content, which I'm working on right now and doing. So I'm excited for what 2026 is bringing, and I'm making sure that I put out everything I possibly can in the best way possible, and keeping in mind that everything is content because it really is. It is, and I say this all the time in all my videos. I say this all the time. You represent your brand, like you are the brand, like, you know what I mean. So I make sure I show that out in my content. But yeah, right now I'm working on my next few videos. I am working on my next few videos to come. I do have a few things in store for you guys. I have 4 videos that I already batched up and waiting. What does that say? Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, what's YouTube saying to me? Nothing really. But yeah, I have a few things I already batch create, and I also have a few other ideas that I have put in out there. So you guys, look out for that. Look out for that. It's coming. It's coming. And I also have some live concepts that I'm trying to put into play. I think Stick to It is going to be like the first of it. I did have an idea of what I want to call it, that segment, but I'm not 100% certain. And basically, that segment is going to be for like, the creatives and stuff like that, crafters and stuff like that. Because I've been saying I want to build a little crafting community, like, you know what I mean? So I'm working on something that would introduce more crafters not only to my space, but also, I guess, help to build a community and stuff like that. So yeah, but yeah, talk to me, guys. Talk to me. What's good? Huh? Let me know what is good. How's the New Year's treating you guys? If you guys are content creators or whatever the case is, how's that going on for you guys? How's the New Year's? Even though, to me, to be honest, when it comes to the New Year's, it's like you're just stepping into another day. You're just stepping into another day and you just stamp a new year on it. That's all that is. That is all that is. I plan on staying here for, I know it's been a while since I haven't came on, but I think I might stay on here for maybe like, I don't know if I'm gonna do an hour, maybe 30 minutes or 20 minutes or something like that. I'm not too certain, not 100% certain. I do want to get my video recorded and finished. I've been spending a lot of time over on TikTok. How is it over there? I haven't been on TikTok in a good long time. I have a good look of following, and it's so funny because TikTok is nothing like YouTube in terms of like subscribers or whatever the case is, or followers, whatever you want to classify it as. Because I realized like I haven't been on TikTok for like a year or something, and my TikTok, the account, it actually it grows. Like you do lose subscribers and stuff like that here and there, but not like how you would if you were to just up and disappear on YouTube. Like I feel like if you don't post like a 2 day on YouTube, then you start to see your count drop. Whereas TikTok, you don't post for like a year and then you go back and you'd be shocked to see that people are still there or you've gained some more. Like you know what I mean? But how is it over there? What have you been doing? Are you making TikToks? Put your TikTok account in the comment section. I want to check that out after. I want to check that out later on and see what's going on over there because I have a TikTok account. Actually, I have 2 TikTok accounts. I have my business account and my personal account. Actually, I don't even know what the personal account looks like any longer because I haven't posted on there in a long time. And I haven't posted on my business account either, but mostly because I've been focused primarily on YouTube. I want to grow my YouTube channel because I feel like this is the most beneficial channel for me on platform, sorry. So I'm trying to focus on growing my YouTube channel. And then once I get that on a level, then I'm going to move back over to the other platform. But this year, I'm continuing and focusing just on YouTube because we almost there. We almost there. I'm trying to do more lives now that my audio, hopefully my audio stays up or whatever the case is. But hopefully I'll get back into doing the lives. And also it took me 3 years to get 500 followers on TikTok. Really? Wow. Honestly, I grew faster on TikTok than I did on YouTube. I wouldn't say any other platforms because I grew pretty fast on thing. I feel like YouTube is a platform that I put out more effort, I put out more content, but it's harder to grow. Like you know what I mean? But still more beneficial when I do get there. Because TikTok, um, when I started putting out my content on TikTok, I think within the month I got like 1,300 or something like that. 1,300. And Instagram, same thing. Like I don't have 1,000. I have like 800 and something followers on Instagram. but only because I haven't really been putting out too much and focusing on it too much. But I know if I do, then it will grow. Um, what other platforms? The other platforms is the same. Like the other platforms is not hard. On Facebook, I have well, I had 7K followers, subscribers, or not followers. What do you call them? I have 500 friends and 500 I think it's followers or whatever you call it, subscribers or whatever you call them over there. Um, but honestly, I haven't really been using it. I don't use Facebook because there's always a lot of drama and a lot of problems over there with the Facebook app and stuff like that. So I stay far. And it only took me 6 months to get 500 subs on YouTube. See, it's different. I guess it's different. It's like, it's different for individuals, and that's what I always tell people. I always tell people don't stick to one in the beginning. Don't stick to one platform. I always tell people to make sure that you produce content for every platform you possibly can, and whichever one is taken off and whichever one is more beneficial to you, then you go hard and you stick to that one. You make that your main one. I use TikTok editing tools. TikTok editing tools. Have do you use CapCut? If you use TikTok, you probably use CapCut. It's because they're connected. They're connected. I love the For me, now that we have to pay, I have to pay for my CapCut, so I don't use that for editing. I haven't used it for editing for a hot minute, but hands down by far, I'm yet to find an editing software that's as good as or even slightly compared to CapCut. Like I'm considering this year I might pay for the subscription for CapCut and just make that my go-to, like you know what I mean? But yeah, I love it. I love the templates. If you do a lot of shorts, use the CapCut templates, and as long as you have a TikTok account, you don't have no repercussions for using the TikTok templates. That's the only thing I could use for free and download without a watermark on CapCut. Only because I have TikTok. Okay, that's just night about talking. Yeah. So try to do that up and see if that helps. Cause that helps me produce so much more faster. I'm not even gonna hold you. I use Canva when I can't do certain actions with TikTok. Canva is great. You guys know it's my go-to. It's my go-to. But I'm telling you, try the template app. Try the template app. Try the template. I really love the and I don't know where in the world you are, but if you have the YouTube Studio Create app, is that what it's called? I think it's YouTube Create. I think that's what it's called. They came up with a new app. I think it's still in beta, so it's not available in a lot of countries like America and Canada for certain. I know Jamaica doesn't have it, so I don't know where else in the world has it or whatever the case is. But that one has it's been a game changer for me, to be honest with you, because I use that app and it's been coming through. And I realized with that, my views are even better because I'm utilizing the app till its fullest. I started using CapCut at first, but couldn't figure it out. Really? Huh. CapCut is very easy. Maybe I do like a look a run through or something one of these days on CapCut. Yeah, because CapCut is a very easy app to use. It's very simple, simple one too. Matter of fact, I have three different type of videos that I'm creating. This is the first one. The second one or the third video, I believe, I'm gonna be using CapCut for that tutorial. It's three tutorials. It's all the same, but different ways on how to do it. I'm not gonna mention what it is as yet, but once I finish the first one, I'll let you guys know that more is coming and whatever the case is. One of them for sure is going to be done on CapCut, so you can look out for that video. I'll probably do a quick run through too of how to maneuver around using CapCut, but it's very easy. And I find if you're using it on your phone, it's use it on the phone because sometimes when you the apps when you use them, the desktop versions are a little bit more complex compared to the using it on your phone, because usually when apps are created for phones, at least the phone version of it, the mobile version, sorry, they're usually user friendly. It took me 6 months in chat to learn how to use editing apps. Well, honestly, it could be a curve, it could be a learning curve. To be honest, it could be a learning curve because when I first used editing apps as well, believe it or not, it was a challenge for me. It was such a challenge. I had to really, 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 really like search up on YouTube and look for people like that was already using the app and had tutorials on it in order for me to kind of get the basics and the hang of it. There was an app, I don't remember what it's called, it was quite a while back when I first started like last year. Um when I decided to do editing and all that good stuff. There was an app that somebody was mentioning on YouTube, and to be honest, I downloaded it, and if it was for the app, I would have quit. It was so hard to use for me. It was so hard. And then I discovered CapCut. And CapCut was it was a good app for me. It was a really, really good app. I think it was very simple because the things that you really need to use is like split, um, the filter and stuff like that. I would say like when you're starting out, use filter, but be careful the filter you use because filter could mess up your editing if you don't know how to use it correctly. And then later on, then you learn color grade and stuff like that. You could try to teach yourself how to do color grade, but try to use the filters and whatever and the split. I think those are like the most important. What app do you use now? What app are you using now to edit all your videos and stuff like that? Other from Canva. And are you using the new, because I realize now, because honestly I don't use Canva to edit my videos. I did some time back, but at the time they didn't really have much like in terms of video editing and stuff like that. I have noticed that they have upgraded a bit. I'm currently experimenting right now on the iPad with my new video that I'm creating, my new tutorial. So I'm using Canva to do that, and I'm using the editing app because I'm trying to see like what it really do, see if it's something that I could possibly do later on in the future. So I'm doing that. But to be honest, there's not much so far from what I see. There's not much other from like the transitions, which is really great and stuff, and the way you can animate your video and stuff, and the split. But it doesn't compare. It still doesn't compare to like CapCut and other apps that I've used so far. But I'm making do. I'm making do. I'm gonna see how it turns out after the fact. I'm gonna see how it turns out after the fact. I'm kind of hoping that this year I could do a whole lot more research and find even better apps. Because, like I said, the Prism was a really good app for me, but it overheats my phone. It did have a lot of positive, but then it had quite a few negatives as well. And I have one that's built into my phone, but there's only but so much you can do with that. And the one built into my phone is good for shorts. My CapCut videos don't get too much traction. When you're upload, it dep- oh, when you upload it, does in the description or whatever, does CapCut kind of add like in the tags and description stuff? Does it say like hashtag CapCut? Because I've used an edited app before and it did that. Like when I upload the description, the tags, everything, even the title would have hashtag that app, and I didn't like that because I'm like, why are you guys imprinting on my stuff? Like, I always have to change it. So I get figure out how it is that you're uploading it and what's attached to it. But my friend did teach me that in a long from a while back. They did say that depending on what you use, because some apps it's not really good for your channel. Because some apps when you use it to upload, it actually brings your channel down and lowers your views. And then there are apps that are more beneficial. I haven't found those apps that's more beneficial as yet, but I'm still searching. You have a point. Yeah, you check that out. I'm telling you, check it out and see if that helps and whatever the case is. Because CapCut is such a good app to work with. So check it out. See if that benefits you. See if it works and see if you just need to, remove the little extras that they attach to your video when you're uploading and then try it and see. because sometimes it's like the little small detailings, little small simple things that you just need to switch around to make things take off. That's it. Yeah, I have such of a headache. What time is it? Okay, I've been on here for 25 minutes. I think I probably stay on here for a little bit longer and then come off. I didn't come on here with the intention to be on here for a very long time. But like I said, I haven't been on for a very, very, very long time because of the audio and stuff wasn't working. I appreciate that little tip. No worries. No worries. When I feel like I'm having deja vu, I just had this feeling of deja vu. Like I've done been here and answered this question already. I don't know. Do you get that? I don't know. And I feel like lately I've been having a little. When I was younger, I used to have it all the time. And then for a long time, I didn't have it. But since recently, I don't know. It's like deja vu's been hitting. Like I've been here and done that already. But yeah, do what you gotta do. It's 2026. We definitely are stepping up our games in 2026 and whatever. That's why now, like the videos I'm making and stuff, not only does it focus on my crafting and creativity, my channel overall, my business, but I'm also trying to put out videos that is gonna help you guys, like a little bit more tutorials and stuff like that. Because we have to step up for 2026. We don't want to be left in the dust. Like, we want at the end of this year, we have great things to say. I'm back. Just got into it about rice. Oh boy. Hey, stick to it. I caught. Thank you for going live. I caught you. Thank you for going live. No problem. I had to honestly, stick. I had to message. I messaged Reds earlier, and I asked him how could I fix that problem because I've been trying to fix it ever since last week when I went on live, when I told you about it, when I said that I have no audio. And there was no audio. And I went on earlier and it was the same thing. There was absolutely no audio. And I messaged Reds and I'm like, help me fix the situation because I need to go live. I haven't been going live in such a long time. And he helped me to find a solution. So that's why I'm able to hear. But I was telling everybody that you're going to be up here on the panel with me on Saturday. I was telling everybody to make sure they tune in for that. By the way, if I haven't said it, it's gonna be 6 p.m. But I'm gonna do the tomorrow. I'm gonna do the flyer and stuff, right? Although I do still feel like there's still a little issue because I realize after I do live, like if I come off right now and go back up, the sound is gonna be gone again. So I have to keep resetting the app in order to go live, which is so stupid. Like, Tube needs to hurry up and fix all their problems because we ain't about this life in 2026. We trying to step it up, right? We trying to step it up. And Stick, how's it been going with your channel and stuff like that? And I see that you've been using the trending sounds, which is really, really good. How is that working out? Do you see a difference? Do you see a difference? Make sure you check that channel I sent you. Great community. I did. Actually, from the time you sent it, I checked it and I realized I checked it also when I was on your live, and I think I don't remember who told you about it, who left the link in the description and whatever. From that time too, I also went over and I seen. But yeah, I did check it out. I did check it out. I checked it out from even before that. I just crossed 550 subs. Okay. 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 Congratulations. One of your lives got 9K. Big, big things. 2026, I'm telling you, 2026 is the year. 2026 is this year that everybody's elevating. We had our rough year, but I feel like this is the year that we're going up. We are going up. Oh my gosh. Congrats. Congrats. Honestly, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised because your art is chef kisses. Like I love your art. Con- Nisa says congrats sticks. I'm at 505 subs. We getting up there. Abide said I made a jambalaya for lunch yesterday. He complained I made garlic butter, straight steak, string beans, baked sweet potato, and rice, and he mad because he's tired of rice. Eat everything else then. I don't know how you do it, honestly. Personally, if I had to deal with somebody that was that picky, you're gonna have to cook for yourself. Bottom line, or take go get some takeout. I'm not dealing with that. I'm drawing now, but new. What's uh new to what's good? Yeah. Were you always drawing? You've always been drawing. I know you draw, and then you also do the gaming and stuff like that. But the drawing, I'm telling you, the drawing pulls people in because I've been realizing, and because I've been looking for so much crafts and stuff like that, I realize here that there's a lot of people that do these type of things on their channels, and it blows up because people love these type of things. Like I love these type of channels. I love these type of channels. Trust me. And then your art is so good. Like I'm such of a lazy, I feel like I'm a lazy artist. Like I've been so lazy. I've been slacking a lot on my art. My skills, like, to be real with you, like I feel a way when somebody looks at me and says, like, when I do a look at one, two people see and they're like, oh, she's an artist. I don't know, like the way how my face will change, not because like I feel like recognized or anything like that, but I no longer feel like an artist. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like my skills are so, I don't even feel like I have any skills anymore. I know how to do look at one, two. I'm better than the average, but compared to like somebody that actually does art, like I'm baby food. I'm baby food. And because like I haven't been doing anything over the years, I need to work on it. And to be honest, like I don't really feel like now that I'm older, like I love watching art. I like doing it on my walls and do my little paintings and stuff like that. But it's no longer like really a passion for me. When I was younger, art was like my escape. It was what I did when I wanted to escape from the world. I will draw and get lost within my art and my crafts and stuff. But it doesn't do that for me anymore. Um, hold on. I'm so sorry. I missed a lot. I caught. Okay, I read that. Um, Nisha Boo said I always felt like that growing up, like I was reincarnated. Right? Well, I don't feel like I was reincarnated. Well, maybe that. Maybe. I guess that could be deja vu. Stick says you good. The link on the community post. Oh, okay, that's Nightbot. Make sure you check. I read that already. I read that as well. Okay, I read that. Okay, Abad said, oh, I read that too. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to see what I missed and what I didn't. Um, oh, Nisa Blue said, I'm good, Stick. Thank you. Abide said, I came to the conclusion I've spoiled him. You know how many are coming home complaining they don't get a hot meal? Trust me. Trust me. Because had it been for me, you're lucky. um, sorry. That's why I draw to escape. Yeah, when I was younger, that was it, but now it's not a thing for me. Yes, when you get around other crafters or people that do what you do, it makes a difference. I found a tribe and they support me as they should. Amen. Facts, facts. I'm telling you, you have to be around like people because people aren't going to be able to appreciate your craft if they don't understand your craft. And not many people want to. There's many people that don't understand, but they can still find appreciation for it. And many people don't get it. So it's just like, okay, and like, you know, ooh, I think I've talked too much. I'm always in my house just crafting and creating and stuff. And the most talking I will do is when I'm making a video. So I find like nowadays when I do lives, like my throat gets so dry. Um, that's why I draw to escape. I read that, girl. And artists don't compare. You still have the skills in your bag. You're an artist no matter the medium you choose. I used to do jigsaw puzzles to escape. You create art every day, jewelry, crochet, you see, that's all. Well, maybe I should be more specific. I don't mean in terms of that. I mean like when it comes to drawing, I should be more specific. Because yes, when it comes to doing jewelry, I consider myself an artist. When it comes to resin, I'm a resin artist, but when it comes to drawing, I should say, like I really wish I had my, if I could find one day, I'm gonna try to find my sketchbook. I haven't seen. Elijah, can you give me some water, please? I haven't found my sketchbook in a long time, but if I could find my sketchbook and show you guys like the level I was at when I was younger, so you guys could understand, like nowadays, I'm just like, take me back. Yes, exactly. Sticks is right. Exactly. I don't. Have I done a jigsaw? I used to do jigsaw puzzles. I used to do jigsaw, Anisha, and I love it. Crappy art gets crazy views. Man, at this point in time, in this day and age, in this society, anything crazy gets good views. Cause sometimes, like, I feel that I don't mean to like look down on anybody's craft or creativity. That's not my tumbler, Elijah. But my cup is over there. You can use my cup. That's not my tumbler. My red cup is my red cup over there. Yeah, you can just use my red cup. Thank you. Sorry about that. You just found other mediums. That's all. Well, that's true. That's true. That's true. Abad. That's true. That is so true. I every time, to be honest, I feel like nowadays my motivation for continuing my lives and stuff on YouTube is, every time I'm scrolling down and I see like there's a couple on here. There's a couple on here, and they dress funky. Uh, Hold on a second. Put it here. Thank you. Thank you so much. They dress very funky, and they do like these weird things. I don't even know how to explain what they're doing, but they do these weird things, and they get thousands of views, thousands of views, and I'm just like, what the heck did I just watch? And then there's another girl I see, like she just be out in the middle of the road, just be like, okay, sorry, my chair is squeaking, but she just be doing all these odd things, and she gets views, and I'm just like, wait a darn minute. Good art don't get no recognition. Hmm. Yeah. And then there are those that is, able to just come on and just sit down in front of the camera and be like, yeah, guys, talk to me. And have like thousands of people just, like filling up their comment section. I aspire to be one of those people in 2026 where I could just come sit down, look in the camera, and it just goes off. I know exactly who you're talking about. They be standing in chair, clucking like chickens. Yes, yes. They do the oddest things, and I'm like, what the heck? And Louis says, "Yup, see." So I'm telling you, and I'm just like, are we so far gone when it comes to like social media and stuff like that, and what is deemed like good quality? Like, like I remember a friend of mine the other day, he said to me, he says, you have to do some crazy stuff if you want to grow. But me personally, I'm sorry, full of pride. I refuse to be doing crazy stuff. I refuse to come out here and serve leg, thigh, and everything else just to get 1 2 view. They're paying their mortgage. They're paying their mortgage, paying their car notes. Honestly, I feel like when it comes to money and certain things, like I feel like if you do something one time and you see like it's gaining, you continue because that's what's working for them. So I'm not knocking their hustle. A hustle is a hustle. I appreciate it. But dang, can I get some love too? I think it's the train wreck theory. The train wreck theory. What's the train wreck theory? Let me hear that. I think that's the first time I'm hearing that theory, that whole thing. It's a guy on here who peels an egg at night. He peels an egg, right? A damn egg, and he keep 1,000 plus in his life, for real, for real. You see what I'm saying? Trust me, sometimes like it makes you question your sanity. Because it's like, am I abnormal? Am I abnormal? Like realistically, when you see these things and then you're doing normal things and nobody comes by, nobody stays, and you're just like, when you know you should look, but you can't turn away because you're in a state of unbelief. Okay, yeah, okay. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, like that does apply to a lot of things because when I find myself on these people's channels, I think it's the same thing because I be looking and I'll be like, what the heck did I just walk into? But it's like Wait a darn minute. They're gonna change it up, right? They're gonna start acting normal, or they can't be doing this all the time. So you want to come back and keep looking to see if they really are doing it. Auntie G said tonight that folks be like, I will do a 360 for a super chat. It's true. It's so true. Like there's people in here, they come and they always have to have their titties out because that's what's bringing it in. Or every 5 seconds, they have to get up so everybody can get a view of the booty, but they do it in such a way where it looks like it wasn't intentional. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like that becomes their content. It's like, oh guys, um, let me grab this chair over here, and they'd be like, so their booty will be like up in the camera. Like, you know, or they make sure that their chest is out, so when they're talking, they're like checking the camera and up in the thing, like everything is there, because that's what people like to see. It's either that or they're doing crazy ass things, and it's like, dang, nobody's making regular normal content anymore. This is where we're at. I was hollering laughing. It's true though. How about those sleeping? Those ones sleeping. Don't let me get started with that. And they hold views. They hold views. The other day I tried, I'm like, let me step out of my comfort zone and step into a different element. So the other day I tried to do I was trying different things with my channel to see what works out. Puss and Dog don't have the same luck. We do not have the same luck because what was working for everybody else sure as heck was not working for me. I tried the spot the difference, although I'm not gonna lie, like spot the difference got a good like not a lot of views, but it got more views than my average. And then I tried to do what do you call it, where I just played music and then I had like the elements moving and stuff like that, the jiffies. That was okay and whatever the case is, but when I see the sleeping ones, I'm like, how do you do it? I want, you know how much times I want to just turn on the camera and just work quietly and play some music, but I feel like I'm gonna lose subscribers. So I'm just like, how are they doing it? How do you come on live and just go to sleep? And I can't do that either because I'm just like, I'm afraid. I'm like, what if I end up talking in my sleep or, doing something, embarrass myself on camera? And like, you guys are not afraid? I cannot. I cannot. I would never let random people watch me sleep. Sleeping is your most vulnerable state. People don't have pure intention. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, how? 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 Even mukbangs. Me personally, I'm the type of person, I don't like to hear people eat. It annoys the heck out of me. It annoys. I didn't know that that was actually a thing of people like, there's a name for it, but I can't remember. When I was in medical school, I learned that there's actually, I'm not the only person. There's actually a lot of people who can't hear people eat. Like it's like having your fingers scratch on a wall. That's what it's like for me when I hear people eat. It's like the most annoying thing. That is super lazy. LOL. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it is super lazy. It is super lazy, but it works. I hate to hear them chew. Yes, it's a thing. Like I feel like when I'm eating with people, I always have to like have headphones or there has to be like loud music. Like it has to be in a very distractive environment for me to go out and eat with people. Because if I have to hear you eat, I'm just like, can we wrap it up? Can I have a doggy bag? Can I go home and eat? I hate it, especially the people that be like they have to chop their mouth when they eat. I'm like, why? My daughter sucks her teeth instead of using a toothpick. Sensory. Yeah, there are a lot of people. I guess. But I mean, find something else to do for sensory. Find something else to do for sensory. Although honestly, like I guess for the people that like it, because apparently there's a lot of people that watch mukbangs. Matter of fact, it's so popular, And the sleeping thing, there's a lot of people surprisingly that enjoy watching people sleep. Like, I honestly am waiting to find my crazy crowd. That's what I call these people, like my crazy crowd. like the people that actually enjoys my content. However, I'm serving it. My theory is that it's all distraction to get you focused on things that don't matter. So you don't spend time on the things that do. That is true. Mm. That is true because I feel that's what makes social media so popular and so poppin', is because realistically, when you think about it, people do come to social media as a form of distraction. Like, you know what I mean? Because it helps distract you from your own personal problems or whatever it is that you got going on in life. It also helps to kind of like stray your focus from the tasks that you should be doing. Even though I don't really consider it as helpful, it's very distracting. I kind of like the ASMR. I love the ASMR. Do you know what I've been into these days? They have these new things. I don't know if you guys seen it, but they have these new ASMR animated vlog style channels. I love them. I love them. Like, I don't know, it's so relaxing to me. Especially the government with their distractions. I'm telling you that's like a whole different story. A whole different story. But have you guys seen those ones though? Have you guys seen the animated vlog style videos? Basically, I've seen ones where they have talking and they do like sensory and a lot of ASMR type of things. Like they have ones where you hear like the birds chirping, and then you hear like any little movement that they make. You hear their footsteps. You hear the breeze blow. Like there's so many different things that you hear. Um, Somebody's comment was hidden. Okay. You have seen the ones that are just the clacking of different high heels. Driving. I haven't seen that, and I hope I don't see that because that would annoy me the heck. I like the cooking ASMRs. For the anime ones or just like the regular normal human being ones. But I'm telling you, if you guys love ASMR, you guys need to Google that. Google on YouTube. I don't know if it's anywhere else, but on YouTube, type in ASMR animated vlogs. And let me know how you guys feel about that. Let me know if you guys like it or not. I like it. There's a one channel. They have like I think 1 million subscribers. And these are new. These are fairly new. For the most part, the ones I've seen, like people have been starting to do this in the past, I think the past year and the past couple of months, it's starting to like take over. There's one where it's like the rain sounds, because I love rain sounds. It's just rain sounds, and they do like rainy day vlogs, like you know what I mean. And then there's ones like they're in the car or it's in the house and they're like cooking, and it actually has like the sounding of when you're chopping up things. Like I love it. I've seen a few cooking I can watch. I love watching cooking stuff, but that's when, like, for me personally, whenever I'm trying to venture off and be adventurous in like my cooking and find something new to cook, I watch cooking channels. Other from that, because cooking's not a passion for me. Cooking's not a passion for me. A lot of females, they love cooking, they love baking and stuff. I'm not that female. I only cook because I love to eat and because I have children. That's it. But I wouldn't be like, oh my god, I want to try this recipe, or I'm gonna try to create my own recipe. No, 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 no. If I don't have to, I don't. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. So that's when the only times I would want to come on here and watch me some cooking. They be running. Oh, okay, they be running, stomping, doing hurdles, whatever in the hills, so they can click and clack, doing the absolute most. I wonder if they got that concept because there is a guy. It's a meme, and apparently, I think he said he did it from like 10 years ago or something. And he's in these heels. I think it was like red knee high boots, and he's like let's just say it's 2025, 26, right? I don't remember the year, but let's just say he'd like in 2026, he's like, if any bi, he says bi, he's like, if any bi wants to mess with me, this was the get. And he'll do like a click click, and then he does like this backflip in the heels, and then this somersault. And he's like, and if any men but he says the other word, wants to mess with me. Then he does like a backflip in the heels, and then he does a forward flip, and then he does a somersault. I'm like, what the heck? I think that's probably where they got the concept from. But I was like, mm-mm. Have you seen the tuning bowls? No, I haven't heard of that. I haven't heard of that. I used to fix the shed, Tony. You're breaking mama's heart. That's very random, sinner, but okay. I used to love cooking, but now that it's requirement for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week, it's not fun anymore. To be honest, anything that's repetitive, I find after some time it no longer becomes fun. No longer becomes fun because I used to love cleaning. Like I love cleaning. I love cleaning. But as my kids got older and the cleaning became more repetitive and more constant, I was like, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Not today. Not today. It gets hard. It gets hard. That's why I always tell people, I'm like, if anybody plans on starting a business, like, if, well, not starting a business, but if you plan on turning your hobby into a business, make sure it's what you really, really, really want to do. Because when it becomes repetitive, like, it's one thing to make like a shirt. Like, you know what I mean? It's one thing to make a shirt today, and then tomorrow you make a bag, and then the next day you make a scarf, and that's it. But when you have to make 100 bags and 100 scarves, you have to make sure that you really love that craft. Otherwise, you're gonna be in such sinking sand. It's gonna be such a challenge for you, such a challenge. And I feel like that's why in these days and times, like, Shiloh, stop it. He's gone. Sorry, my son just left, and my dog wanted to go with him, so now he's making a bag of noise. Girl, I've always hated cleaning, but now I do it all day because there are 5 of us, and I'm the only one. That's exactly that was what was driving me crazy. That was driving me crazy when like you have to keep clean up after people and whatever the case is. That's why for me, like when people say like, "Are you having more children?" No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Um, it sucks. Seems like when you don't feel like making anything is when the people reach out all the time, all the time, all the time. Like, why? And it's like you're so happy that they're reaching out, so you can't even be like, ah, no, not today. Like, you know what I mean? Like, especially for me, like right now, for a couple months now, I said my sublimation printer went out of service. Last week, my printer went out of service. So now I have no sublimation printer and I have no printer, right? And the day after it broke, somebody messaged me and said, "Hey, can you make me some stickers? I need 200 stickers." And I'm just like, I can't. I apologize, but I cannot. Like, and it sucks. It sucks. And that I have nothing control over, but you know what I mean? Like, there's no rest day. There's no rest day. There's no rest day. That's why I enjoy, like, when you just doing it just for the sake of it, when it's just a hobby. Super pissed. I would be too. I would be too. I would be too. Cause it's like, oh my goodness. Especially if you're like always hustling and always working, and then the 1 minute you're like, let me take a break. 1 minute you're like, let me take a break. That's always when somebody wants something. And I feel like when you're a creative or when you're crafting, somebody's always gonna want something. It's like being a mother or a father. Yo, that is the reason why I took down my jewelry website. A website full of jewelry, and they will message wanting what's not there. Honestly, I hate that the most. And that's why I told myself, like, from last year, I've been setting some boundaries. This year, I'm going to set even more because it annoys me when, and this doesn't apply for everything and everyone, but there's certain things like when men ask me to customize things, I don't get upset because I don't offer men stuff for men. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't have a problem. there's nothing there for them to pick from, so you have to customize something. I'm just happy that you're here. You know, you came to me for a look of business, no problem. But whenever I have a bracelet, like a bracelet, or whenever I have something that's already there and obviously already create a batch of it, or this is what I have up, and somebody's like, oh my gosh, these are, I really, really love these. Like these bracelets are so nice. Can you make one with a cross, one with a dog, one with a hamster, you know, one with a heart, one with some lips? And it's like, I thought the ones that you seen were really nice. Why you can't pick one of those? Like, what's the problem? So now I tell people, like, this year I'm telling people I don't do customizations. Whatever is there, and if it's not there, I apologize. However, if if more people, I could put up a poll or something. If more people would like this, then I can make more of it, and then you can order then, because it gets hard when you already have a bag of products you're making, and then other people wants like separate individual things of that product. There's already 1,000 bracelets, like, or for me, it's been in the past, my experience with certain people, and these are normally people that's closer to me, not so much strangers, but they'll be like, oh my gosh, I like that shirt, but can you make another one without your brand on it? That makes me feel like, because you're close to me, you're expecting something at a decent price, like, and then you'll say like you're supporting, but you don't really want to support. Like, you know what I mean? Because I don't want it to be you, but it could be from you type of vibe. That's what I get from that. That annoys the heck out of me. It annoys the heck out of me. But that's why I'm making sure that this year I'm making sure like I create batch products, and I'm just putting out, so it's whatever I put out on the table, that's what you get in. If it ain't there, I ain't got it. That's the attitude I'm moving forward in with 2026, because it gets so overwhelming. It gets so overwhelming. And for me, it's mostly too like, when you have to create something different individually, like when you create something from your brand, people see it, they know exactly what it is. Like, you know what I mean? And that's that. But when you have to create something from scratch for individuals, because everybody has their own little personalities, their likes and wants and needs and etc. And that's my thing too, because it's like, you create something and you're like, here, you present it to them, and they're like, I don't really like that. Can you move this or change that? You change, and it's like, actually, can you add this and like all this stuff? Like, I don't like that one. That one gets to me. That one gets to me because it becomes so hard. Life is not that simple. Not that simple at all. Let me see. Ooh, okay, good. I'm gonna be on here for 2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. So I'm gonna make it hit 1 hour, only because I haven't been here for such a long time. Or actually, let me see what my battery is saying. My phone is good. Maybe I'll go until I'll go a little bit longer. It's the same with art too. They be asking to change skin colors, hairstyle, etc. from existing art. Exactly. Too damn picky, or they say you be creative. I hate the you be creative. Oh, okay. So tell me exactly what it is that you want. Oh, I like your style, so just be creative. Just add your touch to it. And then when you do that, it's like, actually, that's a little bit too much, or it's not enough, or add more, or take away. Like, I'm not Chat GPT, right? Right? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And sadly, even with Chat GPT, when people ask Chat for something, it's still never good enough. It's never enough. It's always like, no, this is not what I'm asking you to do. Reprompt and come again. Like, for real, I honestly thought I was the only person that had these complaints. It's comforting to know that I'm not the only one, that there's other people out here that have the same issues. See, and this is another reason too why it's so important to always be around like-minded people, like in terms of like your crafts and stuff like that, because it's good when they can relate. Like, you know what I mean? It's so good that they can relate it. I can't wait till I have like, honestly, I don't know if I want like a whole bag of people in here, even though like if it comes as something you can't help, I'm not gonna be like, wow, you guys, it's too much, come out. But at least like a good little 10 people, like, you know what I mean? 10 people that's into arts and crafts and the things that you do and stuff like that. So, because I love these type of conversations. This is what I want. You came here because you like my products. Now you giving me prompts. I'm saying, I never get that. I never get that. Like, what exactly was it that you liked? What did you like exactly? What did you like? Because clearly you did not like it. If you want me to craft something completely different, and if you want me to create something that is the concept of some didn't even form in my brain yet. Like you want me to come up with a whole new concept, but you liked this thing here that's already been created. Like, come on now. Let's be for real, for real. I can't do it. I can't do it. When I first started, somebody said to me, they're like, "Oh, why don't you do customizations?" And I said, I don't have customization patience. I don't have it. I feel customizations, you will get further and your business will blow up more. Because somebody always wants to customize something, for like a birthday, anniversary, like, some kind of special event or time in their life. But I don't have the patience for that. I do not have the patience for that because ain't no way. Ain't no way. I used to do customizations with my AI groups, and that used to drive me nuts. Nuts. Because there's a lot of people in there, and they all like will send me a message and be like, oh my gosh, can you customize this? Or could you create this? Or could you create that? And I tell you, sometimes literally, I would create like 100 different products, 100 different samples. Sorry, 100 different samples, and maybe I'll send like five, right? And no, I don't like that. Create another five, send it. I don't like that. Another five, and by the time you look, it's like 100, and it's like, okay, listen. It got to a point where I'm like, you have 5 tries. Within those 5 tries, if it's not what you like, I can't help you. And if you want it to go faster and be even more smoother, give me some ideas so I have something to work with. Like, you know what I mean? My biggest lesson was an auntie came asking me to create a necklace with crosses all on it to go with her birthday dress. Showed me her dress and everything. I went out of my way and went up. Oh, what's happening? Hold on a second. Screen froze. Hold on. I have to refresh to go down. Where was I? And then what happened? What happened? What happened? Stick says last minute a-holes. I'm telling you, I finally just wore it myself to church one day and got a million compliments on it. So they don't tell me. So after you did all of that hard work, they said they didn't want it or they didn't like it. See, I can't have that. That would drive me nuts. That would drive me nuts. That would drive me nuts. It would drive me nuts. Oh my gosh. I'll be like, don't come back. Don't come back. Don't come back and don't ask me to do anything else. I'm not doing it. You're cute. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I would tell them, I'm like, you know what? From here on out, I would never, ever, 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 ever create anything for you. Girl, she act like she didn't even know what I was talking about. Clueless. You see, these are the reasons why when I started out, I mean, not when I started, after some time when I was doing my I made people prepay. Or like I did a website and I said, I added it things. I'm like, customize it, like, whatever it is that you guys want or whatever the case is, this is it. Pick it, and then we'll go from there. That way, like if you change your mind, that's on you. No refunds, cause my time went into this. Girl, she act like, oh, I read that. Nice laugh. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I. Nah, man. There should be a diaries of a crafter or diaries of a creative or diaries of an entrepreneur. Maybe I actually. That sounds like something. That sounds like an idea. You know. That sounds. I'm not gonna. That sounds like an idea. You know what? I think. I think I want to start doing that. I'm gonna make diaries of an entrepreneur or diaries of. I think entrepreneur would fit in good. Because if you're an artist or a crafter or whatever, it could fall under entrepreneur. I want to do diaries of an entrepreneur. And just basically like how the other day I was doing small business stories where people sent their stories to me and whatever the case is. I want to do something like that where people tell me like their craziest experiences with people. Tell me your craziest experiences. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do, Stick. I want to do interviews with different crafters. That's why I came to you. That's the goal. To do things with different crafters and have their experiences. I would have to I have to really start going out and reaching out to people because, like I said, I haven't built up the community like that yet, where I don't have much crafters to interview. But I want to do that. That's why you're gonna be the first on Saturday. I finally just wrote it. I read that already. Girl, okay. I read that also. If I didn't know, I would have to be accountable to God. Hold on a second. Hold on. My stuff is acting up and I can't scroll down. I don't know why. I should have used my computer for this. Oh, what happened? Hi, Ada. Adlin? Is that, did I say your name right? Is it Adlin? Hello, Adlin. I think you'll do well. You're nice. I can tell. Thank you very much. You know how much non-tarnishing charms cost, and it was stacked with them. Girl, I know. Remember, I do my little jewelry here and there. I do my little jewelry here and there. They cost a pretty penny. They're not cheap. Say hey, Joel. Hey, Joel. I love you. Not y'all on here making me add crazy stuff. I said it and my son upstairs started to laugh. He's probably like, "What the heck y'all down here making my mom do? What's she over here? What's she down here participating in?" Mm, thanks, that was sweet. You're welcome. Make sure you give me a like if I made your day. Give me a look alike from a look at effort. That would be greatly appreciated. Very much so. And by the way, Green, are you a content creator? Are you a crafter? A troll? Or just a consumer? Which of those categories do you fall under? Let us know. Is my screen oh, okay. I wasn't quite sure. For here for a second it looked as if my screen was I subbed and like, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. You just come back on Saturday at 6 p.m. I'm gonna have a special guest if you would like. 6 p.m. Eastern time. I'm just a guy watching a girl. Why does that sound like it should be like a whole animated series? I'm just a guy watching a girl. That sounds like it should be a whole entire anime series. Or it could be a whole new channel. It could be a whole new channel. But thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subbing. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. And where are you from? What part of the world are you tapping in from? I'm just curious. I'm in Toronto, Canada, by the way. UK? Okay. Yay for the UK. I have a few people that I've met on here, some really great people on here that is in the UK. And I actually have an auntie in the UK, but her accent is so strong. It's so strong. When I was younger and she called me and she'll be talking to me and I'll be on the phone and I'll be like, huh? She'd get so frustrated. But she's from Jamaica, so then she'll speak Poch, and I'll be like, I say, Auntie, why you not just in the first place? Why you didn't just say like that? Like, why you come with this big strong accent? Great. Mm-hmm. My cousin has a cake company, and she has. I don't know where in the UK. I don't remember. I've never really asked. My cousin has a cake company, and she just quit because of the same thing. Really? You know, she shouldn't have quit, but she should have set more boundaries. Or maybe she could do like, you know how when you go to Walmart, how they always have like the pre-made cakes or whatever the case is? That, or have like a template, make a template for her cakes, because my friend does bacon and stuff like that. Well, she doesn't have a template. She doesn't have a template. But I don't know how she fares off with people being picky, if she gets any type of customers like that per se. I haven't heard her complain, but then again, I haven't asked her about it. I should, but so far, like anything anybody present to her, she was able to make it, and that's that. Okay, I read that already. She does amazing cakes too, and they taste so good. I can imagine. I can imagine. You know, like she should, maybe not a template, but maybe what she could do is like, for instance, like let's just say they want like a heart cake, just so I don't put myself in problems or anything. But say they want a heart cake, right? She could say, okay, well, I make heart cakes, but this is the type of heart, or you know what I mean? She like from previous work or whatever, just make little samples when she can, and then just put it out there so people could know, like you know what I mean. So there's not too much pickiness or ifs and buts. I don't know if that works with cake company or baking or whatever, but if they could, if she could, I feel like that would be a good thing for her, because it sucks when you have to like just close down everything just for like these little simple minor things. Well, it's not simple and minor. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. But just because of people's pickiness and stuff like that. Um, Baking me a heart cake. Thanks, babe. She just stopped taking cake orders. She does single serving desserts now. Okay, 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 okay. As long as she didn't close down completely or whatever the case is. But oh my gosh, that could be so annoying. Like, I feel like when you're in a creative space and you're crafting, whether it's through baking or jewelry or whatever, and whatever the case is, and you have to serve it to people, it's like something outside of a hobby. It does become so challenging, like challenging and very overwhelming. You shouldn't have. You hardly know me. I don't know why I'm so entertained by you. You're making me laugh. You're making me laugh. At least you keep the chat going. You keep the chat going. Honestly, I babe was one thing I always hated people calling me. I rued that word. Like, hey babe, no, my name is Novelty. Call me Novelty. Yes, people stiff her with the bill, try to run off with the cakes, etc. That's the effects you have on me. Okay. All right, Green, I hear you. She needs to do to prevent that from happening, she needs to do deposits, so that way people aren't you know making her create things and then changing their mind, or people aren't trying to, like, you know what I mean. So do a deposit, so that way like, okay, this order's coming in or whatever the case is, and then um give them, like, say like, okay, well, you have to do the deposit before I start baking the cake, and before you pick it up you have to pay the rest, like, you know what I mean. You have to pay the rest, type of thing. So I feel like when it comes to business and stuff, you always have to find ways that works best for you and also beneficial for the customers, because if it's always just beneficial for the customers, things like these are going to happen. Things like these are going to happen. I remember when I was younger, I used to like braid hair, right? Like I would braid hair for people and whatever. Back then, to do a braid back was only $10. This was like way back in the 90s, right? So these were like when braid back was $10, or you'll charge somebody like $50 to do some braids, some single braids, or whatever the case is, right? Those type of prices. But I remember there was a particular person that always wanted me to braid their hair back, right? And I charged $10, but I would braid their hair back, and when they get up, they would take like $5 out and put it on the table, and then they'll be like, "Oh, thanks, good job," and just leave. And I was like, "Oh, okay." And mind you, we were friends. We were supposedly friends. Like, they never once said, "What's the price?" or never even went by the price that I gave. They just gave me what they felt I guess deserved or whatever. So you know what? I stopped braiding their hair, and then they had to go to the salon and pay $80 to get it braided back. Or they just don't get their hair braided. Girl, she's a whole thug. They be risking their life for a cake. I wouldn't mess with her, and I'm family, like a real thug in real life. Sometimes that's what people need. That's what people need. That's what people need. The other day, my daughter went and got her nails done. My daughter went and got her nails done, and the girl that did her nails, matter of fact, I should do a story time about it and put it up on social media because they did her dirty. She's on Instagram, and she had a promotion going on. The promotion was $80 for nails and toes. So that's acrylic nails and then your toes, right? My daughter, obviously, she was like, "Oh, okay, cool. I'm going to do that one." Because my daughter is not the type of person, like, she gets her nails done, but it's like probably once every like 5 years. And the first time she got her nails done, I took her. Like, every time I got her nails done, I took her. In her big old age, she doesn't really get her nails done because she's kind of like the natural look and stuff like that, and she likes growing her own nails. So anyway, she went to the salon. The lady, she wanted coffin. So when she got there, the lady said to her, "What do you want?" She says coffin or whatever. And by the way, she prepaid on the website, right? She had to do a deposit on the website, and you do a deposit based off like what's offered. So the package had their own section. Like there was like $80 package, pay here. If you want $50, pay here. If you want $30 nails or $100 nail, pay that type of thing. Obviously, she was in the right slot. So she paid for the nails. She paid for the deposit, and then when she got there, then she pays the rest, right? The girl goes, "What do you want?" She says, "Coffin." The size my daughter wants, she said to her, "That size is too small. It's not good enough. Like if she does that size, if she does that length, coffin's not gonna look good." So my daughter was like, "Okay, so what do you recommend?" She went ahead and did these long nails. Like they weren't extra long, but it was longer than what my daughter originally wanted. And on top of that, the design that my daughter chose, she already showed her from before she booked, right? And the girl already confirmed. I said, "Okay, yeah, that's good. That's for the $80." When my daughter finished her nails, one, the nail quality was not good. It looked like some of the nails look like it's, when your nails start to grow out, that's what it looked like. And the design that my daughter wanted, she wasn't able to fully do it like that. And the color that she wanted, the color she had was limited. And the girl charged my daughter $130. $130. She should go see a doctor. Coffin. She should go see a doctor. Not that type of coffin. It's a nail style. Remember one time though, Popo raided their house trying to get her daddy, and they ended up taking the whole family in because they found stuff everyone's room. My uncle was watching from the car, like, dang, that sounds like a whole baby session. Like, he didn't know he was living with the thugs he raised. Clueless. You're too cute. I gotta go to bed soon. Okay, thank you and thank you. Thank you so much for vibing and chilling with me. Have a good night. It is late here too. What time is it where you are, by the way? It's 11:37 here p.m. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I would have been so upset. I would have been so upset. I'm still here, still drawing. Thank you. I would have been so upset. Like, if I would have been so upset. The whole family, when they got out, they would have got it. I'd be like, y'all have to move out. We ain't doing this again. They took a whole tree out of my middle cousin's room. Wow. Wow. That sounds like baby kids, where are they now type of session. Like after they've grown up. After they grown up, like this is what aspired. Like, could you imagine? Wow. Wow. Mm-mm. That's crazy. But are they allowed to do that though? And I hope they had a search warrant. They didn't just come up out there and just be searching up places and doing things they weren't supposed to do. What was he finna do? They was there to get him. Wow. So wait, they got everybody but him? Is that what you're saying? Because in that case, I would have been upset at your uncle. Because had it not been for him, I wouldn't have been taken in. This would never had happened. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? No, man. My whole entire existence, I've been so afraid of going to jail. I've been afraid of prison. I've been very, very afraid of prison. So I do my best to stay away from anything that is gonna, possibly move me into that direction, rewrite my destination. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I don't know if I can handle prison. I don't know. Hey, Novelty, you back? Yes, I was able to volume issue. Good girl. I'm telling you, I can't. I have to be a good law abiding citizen. Elevate says, "Hey, abide." Yeah, I have to be a good law abiding citizen. I'm telling you, I'm scared. And you know what shook me up too? When I was younger in elementary school, I think I was in like grade 3, I think it was. And I remember they brought ex-convicts in chains and the off look of gear and everything. They brought them to school and we were in the auditorium and we had to sit a little bit back and whatever. And then they sat on the bench right at the front. And I remember like, cause in our elementary, because we were so look a bit, we sat at the front. And I remember them telling us the story of what transpires in prison and talking about, like, I remember, I'll never forget this one story where the man said that this young boy at the time, the boy was, I think it was like 18 or something like that. And he came in and he was crying a lot. He cried a lot in the nighttime. And he said when he woke up the next day, he was, swinging from the ceiling. Let's just put it that way in a nicer sense. And then there was other stories about things that transpired, more violent, more detailed things, and whatever the case is. And as of that moment, I told myself I would never go to prison. No siree, I would never ever go to prison. It always makes me wonder how, like people like repeated offenders, like how they go, they spend X amount of time, they come out. Although I kind of understand because when you get like in prison, they have like a certain routine, right? And if you're used to that routine for like years, when you come out, it's hard for you to adjust into society, right? It's hard to adjust back into society. And not only that, but nobody wants to hire a convicted criminal. Like, you know what I mean? So then I understand why they would resort back to what they're used to in order to survive. Like, it's just like their survival instinct. I get it. But I would fight hard. I think I'd rather starve at this point because I can't go back in that situation. I can't. No, okay. What did I miss? Girl, my mom's side is crazy. My dad's side is athletes and church folks. No one would put you in prison no matter what you did. You could smile your way out of courtroom. I doubt it. And some of them judges, they'll be like, "Don't come in here thinking that that smile gonna save you." Prison, life, life. I wish that was the case. Imagine. I would love if that was the case. Every time you got in trouble, you just smiled, and they were just like dismissed. Yup. Yeah, just dismiss. I would love for that to happen, but Matt, okay, let me not put anything up on this internet because I don't want nobody coming for me. But the trouble I would get myself in if all I could do was just smile to get myself out of it, let's just say I'll be very rich. It's true. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But remember, not everybody's gonna share your perspective. Not everybody's gonna share that perspective. You know, some people gonna be like, look at this criminal with a good smile. Lock her up. Lock her up all the way up. Look at that smile. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel like the thing that, and I said this before in the past on the live, like that one thing, the thing that I grew up not liking. I don't know if I should say I hated it, but I never liked my smile. Is the one thing that everybody seems to like. Everybody seems to like my smile. It's so odd. That's why I always tell people, like, the way that beauty is so subjective, like what one person like, another person is not gonna like. So just make sure that when you look in the mirror, you like what you see. Like, you know what I mean? And who cares if nobody else doesn't like it? You know what I'm trying to say? Because I remember growing up and there was like, I thought was absolutely gorgeous. Like, I thought, oh my gosh, God took time on you. And then somebody next to me will be like, they're not all that. I'll be like, go sit down. Are you blind? What you mean? What do you mean? That side of the family, half the family reunion is conducted through collect calls. Don't kill me. You have a nice laugh and kind personality as well. It comes across on camera. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Abide, I don't know how you survive in your family, you know. I don't know. Yes, it's the eye of the beholder. Exactly. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. That is so true. That is so, so true. Like, you know, like little Kim. Let's talk about little Kim. Because little Kim was a bombshell. She was a bombshell. I used to think she was so gorgeous. Like, she was gorgeous. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if she wanted to get a little bit more chest, I get that. That's fine. But in terms of face, I thought she was so beautiful. Like, little Kim was the reason why I started to, like, later on in life, I started to experiment with hair colors. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, oh, I could see myself in little Kim, and she's rocking that color. Let me try some colors too. And I loved it, like, you know. And then she went ahead and she destroyed herself. And it's so weird because, like, to the rest of the world, it's like, what the hell did you do? And to her, it's like, yeah, girl, I'm the ish, like, you know. And don't get me wrong. If she feels she's the ish, then who am I? If you love it, I like. If you like it, I love it. Exactly, unhappy inside. I always tell people, and you know, like, I've heard, I've heard a doctor say this one time. He said, a plastic surgeon once said, I don't remember who, it was a long time I heard this. I don't remember if it was when I was working in the hospital or whatever, but I've heard a plastic surgeon, point blank, and the thing that he said was, every doctor, they should have it as a recommendation, as a must, like, that every time a doctor is going to do a plastic surgery on any individual, the first thing that they should do is like do like a psychiatric evaluation, or you know, something in that sort, to make sure that their head's on right and inside is good, because plastic surgery doesn't cure what's inside. If you feel ugly inside, no amount of plastic surgery is going to help, because those insecurities is gonna shine through. Like, you know what I mean? Wow. Good night, Novelty and chat. Good night, Manda. Manda, what you doing up so late? What are you doing up so late? I only go visit when someone passes on. I recently tried to be in the family group chat. It lasts 24 hours. I promptly remove myself. Honestly, when it comes to family these days, sadly enough, when it comes to gathering and certain stuff like that, it doesn't work out. It never works out. Like, my family, we don't do dinners and stuff like that, because same thing. And I refuse to fake the funk. Like, I'm not gonna be fake just so you could feel comfortable. I'm not gonna make myself uncomfortable just for that. Glad I catch you though. Thank you. Thank you. I finally get to go on, because from the other day, your mom was on my Manda, your mommy was on my live the other day. I was so surprised. She came, same here, exactly. She came on my live the other day, and I was so like sad because I'm there talking, and saying, "Hey, Manda's mommy, how are you?" and all these things. There was so much people in the chat. People were talking. I was talking, and then I started seeing everybody text and saying, "I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you." And I was like, "Are you for real?" I came off, I came back on, came off, came back on. It didn't help. So because of that, from one day, I wasn't able to go live. So today I had to text Reds and I was like, could you please help me figure out like my live and stuff because there's no volume. I keep going on and nothing is happening. And I've done it like 100 times. And he helped me sort it out and we came to a solution. And thank you, Lord, because I'm here now. I'm prepping orders tomorrow. Mia wanda too. Yeah, it's because of that. Um, wow. Oh, she was competing with others, trying to keep up with an image. Wait, who? I missed something. Who was competing with others, trying to keep up with an image? I'm prepping for orders tomorrow. Mia wanda too. Glad I catch you though. I read that. Okay. Ah, that's so nice. Trust me, when she supports, she do. Yeah, I was so happy. It's just I'm just sad that the live never get to last long because, like I said, the volume, the audio wasn't working out. Somebody came and they're like, Chris came on and he's like, well, I guess it's good for a silent live. But I feel away, like you know what I mean, like just sitting there. You can't hear nothing. You can't play no music, no nothing, and people just gonna be staring at you. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come on. My uncle in his early 60s said he went out for his birthday and was looking good. He said someone said, "Excuse me, father, time, let me get around you." Excuse me. No. Wait. You know what? Normally when people come to me with these sleazy ass pickup lines, I'm always like, "Can you move? Go sit down." That's so dry. But this one, if somebody came and approached me with this, I'll accept it. I'm glad you sorted it out and I catch this live. Thank you, thank you. Oh, little Kim. Yes, that's so true. That is so true. And it's so sad. It's so sad. And honestly, like, it was mostly men. I don't know if it women, but when she spoke about it and stuff, it was always the men. It was the men around her. And especially the fact that she fell in love with Biggie. And Biggie was all about light skinned woman with straight hair, and she felt like she had to compete with that, like you said, and keep up with it and whatever the case is, which is very sad because she did not have to. She did not have to, and she had her daughter Royal. Her daughter Royal looks like old Kim, and she's such a beautiful girl. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, look at that. She's such a beautiful girl. But I think that's probably why like she came out looking like her, because sometimes you have to produce yourself, so you could get a different perspective, music probably would have worked, wouldn't work, wouldn't probably would have worked. It might have been just the mic setting. No, it wasn't. It didn't have anything to do with the mic, because I use my phone. I use my phone and I haven't changed anything. And on top of it too, I tried to put in a mic because I was like, okay, maybe the audio on my phone just conk out. Let me put in a mic and try that. I put in the mic and I tried the mic and it was the same thing. No sound, no nothing. It was just the YouTube entirely because I had to clear the data and all this good stuff. This is what Reds told me. So I cleared the data, I cleared the cache, and then I restarted the app, and this is how I was able to come back on. But I find that every time, like when I come off, if I when I go back on again, I think I have to do the same thing. I have to clear the data, clear the cache, and then come back on. Um, Let me see what I missed. Okay, good. Yeah. So music wouldn't. And I'm not using the Prison app. I'm using regular YouTube. I'm using the regular YouTube app. So I wouldn't be able to attach the music like I did when I was using Prism. Because Prism, I already have it pre-uploaded on the app. So before I go live or even after I go live, I just, swipe to the right, tap, and the music plays automatically. Um, for this, I would have to play the music from here. I would have to play the music from in the background. And if there's no sound, then yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. I would not be able to do that. But I'm so happy that I'm able to come on live finally because ending of last year, I've been saying I'm trying to keep up with the live, trying to, you know what I mean? Trying to go more frequently and stuff like that. And that kind of change up the thing in a bad way, in a very negative way, because I wasn't able to go live and keep up with my promise and stuff like that. And the last time I was able to go live, I did gain a lot of people that was actually on my channel for my lives, but I wasn't able to come on and speak to them. So at least from here on out, I could do some more lives. I could do some more lives. So tomorrow, I'm gonna try to go on live again, and then for a little bit, and then on Saturday, for all those that's in the bag, I'm going live with stick. I'm going live with stick. I'm gonna do the post and post it on the community tab so everybody can see. Girl, I'm running in and running out this time. I have to get up by 4. I already like video, so if you don't hear me, I'm snoring, but I'm gonna leave it running. Thank you so much. You go sleep. 4 a.m. Go get your beauty rest, Manda. Big entrepreneur, big chef, Ray. She says, me too, Elevate. If you find that easy, do them daily or multiple times a week. The lives, um, doing lives multiple times a week for me, is not, well, I can't say it's not doable because nothing's impossible, but I have so much other things that I'm doing and stuff like that. And half the time I'm editing. Like I came on live with the intention because I have my iPad here, my computer there, and I came on because I was doing a tutorial, right? I was creating a tutorial, and I said I was gonna do a tutorial while I'm on live and chit chat at the same time. But the thing is, when I get on live, I tend to just focus on the live. Like, you know what I mean? I tend to just focus on the live, and because of that, like I don't do anything else, and that's the reason why I don't do it all every twice a day or whatever the case is. But I'm gonna try to at least do it once a day, even if it's like an hour or whatever the case is. It would be nice if I could do lives and probably go for like 4 hours every day because I find, for me personally, when I do 4 hour lives, that's more beneficial to my channel and my WHs. When I do an hour, not so much. And then again, also, I don't know if it was the Prism app that I was using, because ever since I started using that, I could see the difference between my WH every time I go live and come off. Prior to that, I don't see it because I hear people talking about, oh, I went live, and I see only people doing only lives, and they have set amount of WH, right? I do live for 10 hour, 4 hour, and it's like my WH don't move. It don't move. It don't move. Like, sorry. I you guys remember the my hair it don't move thing from that girl that used, I think, free spray or whatever she used on her hair, and then it didn't move, it just stayed. Sorry, that just popped in my mind as I was talking. Entrepreneur just like you. Yes. Yes. Doing big things as you should. Good night, Abide. Oh, did Abide say good night? Did I miss something? Wait. Dang. Now that I'm complaining, I appreciate the chat moving up. I'm not used to the chat moving like this, so I'll be here talking and missing stuff. I love the animated video. Thank you very much. It was something I've been searching on YouTube. I've been searching on YouTube, searching and doing my research and stuff like that. Because as I said before, I've been taking time off from, you know, doing what I used to be doing before, and I just decided to like focus more on my content and, you know, push out what I'm pushing out and stuff like that. And so I've been doing a lot of research, and this is one of the things I came across and whatever. And you already mentioned Grok Elevate. You mentioned Grok, so I've seen so many people that talking about Grok and stuff like that, and I seen a tutorial on it and whatever the case is. And I'm like, I already been introduced to Grok. Like, you know what I mean? I still didn't know when you were telling me, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, like I couldn't figure out how to use Grok and whatever, but I watched this other person's thing and I was like, oh, okay. So I've been using it up. I've been using it up, and I have more of those, and I'm planning on creating over time. I've already created a few other things. They're in the archive, waiting for when it's time to be posted and whatever. Because I've been trying to create. So when those come up too, let me know your opinion on those as well. Those ones are AI, but they're not animated. So when you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But let me know. But I do plan on doing more of those. Honestly, for the AI, for the animated one, I have my podcast on here. So sorry, 1 second. Mm. I have my podcast on here, so I plan on using that to do the podcast segments, because that would help me to push out more content and do everything that I need to do. Um, Me too. If you find that easy, do them. Oh, I read that already. Dang, so I'd be missing comments in between. I'd be missing comments in between. Panda's laughing. No, the animated videos. The yes, live extends the tutorials. Entrepreneur just like you. Have you downloaded the vidIQ extension? It shows almost real-time analytics. It's ahead on YouTube. I've been downloaded it ever since I started using vidIQ. I started using vidIQ the beginning of this year. I think January or whatever. I started using it from that time frame, and so it's on everything, right? And on my, because you could only use the extension on the laptop, the laptop. So I've had it on there and I see it, but it wasn't really doing anything much for me. And I don't use my iPad. I don't use my laptop as often to do lives. Oh, okay. Says dope. I'm sending you a preview of the next live, the pic I'm drawing. Okay, okay, okay. I can't wait to go see that. I'm gonna see it just now because you guys know I have phone battery problems, and it just beeped and said that it's at 14%. So before it hits zero, I'm gonna wrap it up. So let me read some comments and then thing. Um Manda says, I feel so bad. I subbed to Elevate enough from your last live and I don't get to run her playlist. So busy, and most times I won't remember if the person don't leave a comment on one of my videos. That's understandable, because trust me, sometimes I forget to. Hi, hi, YouTube will finally be caught up tonight so I can turn on ads. Oh, so you're monetized now? Congratulations. 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 You're here a long time, Novelty. It's been an hour and 43 minutes. Actually, dang, it's been an hour and 43 minutes. I didn't even realize that's how much time I've been on here. I actually came on and said to myself, I'm going to be here for 30 minutes. And then at 58, I said I'm going to be here for 5 more minutes. But then I was like, you know what? Let me just run and look a bit. Abide says, good night, everybody. Good night, Abide. I'm going to bed soon, too. Congratulations, Elevate. Right? Clock it. Big YouTuber. Hopefully, I'm going to try. I'm pushing. I am pushing. So hopefully, I can make my goal before March. And I can get, for summertime, I could be monetized. Run it as long as you can. Well, let me see. Let me see if it will charge. Oh, see? Light gone off. You guys can still see without the light. Do I need to put back on the light? Is it too dark? Yes. Yeah. Let me put back on the light. I meant to get the charger and the light plug out. I'm using my overhead light. Hold on, let me see if I get the charger. The thing is with this is I would love to do that, but with the phone, and I ordered a new phone and I got the phone, I had to send it back. Hold on, let me see if I can plug it in. Let me see. Okay, let me see if I get look a charge. See what it can do before it tells me that it's too hot. I usually have um I usually have a fan that I have, but I'm downstairs. I decided to do a live downstairs and the fan is upstairs. The fan is upstairs. I either do that. I have to do so much ghetto things just to survive, you know. Like life rough. Okay. There. Life is rough. Normally, let me tell you the ghetto-ness that I have to do to survive on here. Dang, and my lips. Everything will go wrong. Lips dry, everything dry. Normally what I have to do is I either sit, if I'm downstairs, I will sit by the window where I open up the window so the cool breeze will keep the phone cool down and doesn't overheat. Or I have a fan and I would put the fan where the phone is, and that way again the breeze will keep it steady, so that way I could do a long live and I keep it plugged in. Or I have an ice pack and I put the ice pack like behind when it starts to get overheated and stuff like that. I have to do all these things. Like Samsung, step up this year, please. It's 2026. We all need to elevate. We all need to elevate because I would love to do it for 4 hours. Like, you know what I mean? Especially when I'm trying to do the WH and I have people communicating with me. Like, you know, I have people communicating with me. But let's see how long the phone will charge for without the overheat notification popping up. Since I hit 1K before New Year's, but YouTube was late updating hours in studio, I met 4K 4 weeks ago. Yes, girl, set your goals. Go run and get it. Um, my fan. Elijah, come back downstairs. If you come back down, could you bring me my the pink fan? What are you looking for? I'm on live. Say hello. Hi. My son's so funny. I told you guys he doesn't like to be on camera and stuff. But he's so nosy. Every time I'm on live or I'm on the phone or anything like that, he always has to come. He's been nosy since he was born, you know. I birthed a very nosy child. It is so funny. Like if somebody comes, he'll be at the window looking out like, Mom, who that? Whose car is that? Or if I'm live, he'll come and he wants to look, Mom, are you on live? And he wants to see like if anybody's talking, anything like that. He's up in it. Eggs up, you see? He's gonna get my fan for me. So hopefully that would help. But Novelty, you soon reach 1,000 subs too. Girl, I'm pushing. I am pushing. I'm pushing to get there. I am pushing to get there. I feel like had my audio not clunk out, then I probably would have been a little bit further or whatever, because I would have been doing the lives and stuff like that. But I'm still grateful that I made to 100. I'm not upset about it or anything like that, because nothing happens before its time, and it just wasn't my time to reach that 1K sub. And I know, say when we reach it, yes, say when we reach the 1K sub. Mm-hmm. When God say yeah, a time for bless you. I'm telling you, big things. And on top of it too, like I feel for me, one of the things I'm waiting for the 1K. The monetization is still gonna take a little time because I still have a little way to go with the WH. But at least, because one thing, if you guys don't know, not saying that YouTube won't push you out, right? But certain things like your videos will reach far, right? But in terms of your live stream, under 1K, you're limited. You're very limited. There's only but so many people that YouTube would show. And this is not just what I know, this is what I've read in their policies and stuff like that, right? Because they want to keep it safe. At least when I reach 1K, my lives will reach more people. And I think that's what I'm looking for the most, and whatever the case is, be able to branch out and reach more a different audience and stuff like that. Because right now, like, it's just circulated within the local small community. Like, you know, this is Cheers. You guys remember Cheers, or it's like where everybody's their name? This is what it's like right now under 1K. We're at Cheers. Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get to like the Simpsons. You know, Simpson type level. So yeah, I'm pushing for it though. And I'm hoping doing lives and stuff like that will do more. And as I said too, I want to do interviews and stuff with the crafters and whatever. More crafters. So I have to try to meet more crafters and reach out to more crafters and whatever so I can do that. And then people could come up and probably like showcase their arts and their crafts and all this type of stuff and have a jolly good time. Look a kiki, like-minded people where they understand the crafts and whatever. Um, I'm trying to keep up, but sleep will come. Girl, go sleep. Don't make me keep you up here. Go and go sleep. I'll be back on live probably tomorrow. I'll be back on live tomorrow. So hopefully maybe you catch me there or whatever. And if not tomorrow, girl, next day. A day will come where you'll catch me again. Don't worry about it. Go and sleep. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. Go sleep. I really appreciate the convo. I appreciate you being here. You and everybody that's on here. I appreciate you guys vibing and locking in with me and stuff like that. So if I need to go sleep, go and go sleep. Go and go sleep. I have to keep refreshing the thing because I don't know why it's not showing me. Hold on a sec. I have to refresh again. It's not showing me the comments, which sucks. Sucks big time. And surprisingly, I don't know why I even came on so late. I tell you, once I catch a live, I can't come off until you're finished, or I'm gonna be in the kitchen. Oh Lord, I learned something in my sleepy state. Also, when you at 1K, your lives will be more beneficial to you. Lives are always beneficial. They're always beneficial because it helps you grow, right? And I feel like other from shorts, lives is the next thing that makes you gain subscribers faster than anything else, right? But 1K, below 1K, it's not pushing out your content to many people and whatever the case. So you don't have time to grow the way that you can, like, to the full potential. When you hit 1K, and it's not as soon as you hit 1K, because from I recall from the policy, once you hit 1K, it takes about a month for YouTube to actually register and say, okay, yeah, they're at 1K. Let me move them up now, right? For them to promote you. So when you hit 1K, so the moment I hit 1K, like if I hit 1K tomorrow, I still have to wait till next month for YouTube to be able to show my stuff out. That's why a lot of times people, when they hit 1K, they might not understand because before 1K, their live might not be, it might get views like a 200 or a 400 or even a 500 or whatever the case is. I don't know what, where the limit ends, but whatever it is that they're pushing you out to before you hit that 1K, people might feel like, oh, I hit 1K and all of a sudden I'm getting thousands of views or whatever the case is. It's not a magic potion. It's because when you hit 1K, YouTube, spreads you out further, and that's what happened. But it takes a month. The system, it takes a month for them to do their thing and say, all right, see there. And then also you get to monetize if you get the WH. So yeah, big things do happen with the 1K. My little one knows it bad. I have to be running him. I'm telling you. Oh, I was up in a big things. Always up in big, and it's the boys. It's the boys because my daughter, she minds her business. She's the queen of minding business. Like a tornado could blow off your rooftop, and you come and be like, Shari, what happened? And she'd be like, I don't know. And you'd be like, Shari, rooftop gone. What do you mean you don't know? I don't know. I was just minding my business. That's how she is. But my son, he could tell you the type of tornado, the speed. He could tell you the color if there's a color. He could tell you what came in the tornado, what was rolling around in the tornado. He could tell you the time it hit. He could tell you the time it left. He could tell you everything. And I'm just like, child. He's so funny. Them can't chat to your girl. Soon. I wish I can get that. A couple of hundreds, don't want much yet. It will come. Keep pushing, and the way you're pushing and whatever cases, and you have people that come and interact. You have people that come and interact. the next thing with the 1000K is you make sure that, like, as long as you get people to keep up in your comment section and keep up with interaction and stuff like that, YouTube will push you out. YouTube will push you out. Like, you know what I mean? You just hit the 1K. You just hit your 1K. So within like the next month, expect that. So who knows? In the next month, you might get that 100K, or you know what I mean? So keep tab and keep note. And then you could also make a little live about it and tell people, like, you know, be like, I hit 1K 1 month later. This is what's popping. Because I plan to be doing that. I wish I can get that. Oh, sorry. Yes, my daughter too. Right? Girls are so different than boys. And she's secretive. If I follow, I don't do vlogs. She think I show too much. Honestly, I know where she's coming from, and she's not wrong. She's staring you in the right place. So take heed to it. The thing is, one, okay, a lot of people might say like don't gate no gatekeeping or whatever the case is, right? But I don't look at it like that. Like, yes, there's a lot of things that I would share and whatever the case is, I wouldn't gatekeep, but there's some things you should keep to yourself. Like things that you like, you know what I mean? Because consider it like a domino effect, right? When one falls down, everything just goes down too, right? It's the same thing. Like everybody, when people hear about one thing, then everybody start doing the same thing, right? So if you're putting everything out there, people come, they run with it. And a lot of people, they're not coming to support you because they genuinely just like your content. If this was a world where people genuinely just like your content and you share things and you know, okay, well, you're helping them grow and they're coming and they're supporting you or whatever the case is. And on top of it too, when people, you share things with people, if they're switching it up and making it their own, great. But in this world where people, you share something and they do the exact same thing, all your brand they want to take, as long as you're showing them, they're gonna take it. Like, you know what I mean? So keeping something to yourself is a good idea. See, Stick says facts. Exactly. Some things you have to keep to yourself. I'm going to start go live. Wait. I missed some stuff, but wait. Dang, that's how much I missed. Good heavens. Right now. Dang, hold up. I don't know where. Um, okay, so I'm nosy soon. Them can't chat to your girl. I read that. I tell you once I catch. Okay, I read that already. Right now, I'm smelling the peas and hungry. That's why you forgot your bed. That's what happens to me. Cause right now I'm hungry too, you know? Because I'm up. I eat enough in the morning time, in the nighttime because I don't sleep. And if I was sleeping, I wouldn't know. We just want more to see them. But shorts don't give you watch hours. Yes, no, shorts don't give you watch hours, but it gives you more subs, and more subs equals more WA. The amount of shorts I have and no watch hours. The link on the community post, come up and vibe. Oh, Nightbot, no. Why not? Oh, I think because yeah, I'm going to start the live and sleep because I need WH. Girl, we were just talking about that before you came on, you know. We were just talking about people that sleep on live. We were saying we don't know how them do it. I lost so often and it's like it barely moving. Go live. Go live. Um when you're cooking, whenever you're cooking, you see like how you vlog your cooking. Whenever you're going cooking, do that on live. Sometimes do it on live. Instead of doing a video, do it on live. Like, you know what I mean? Do it on live, or even when you're running your business and preparing, like, see how you're preparing your stuff, just set up your camera. If you can set up your camera and go on live, do that, because people love stuff like that. Your read up, man. I wish I can get that. Okay, I read that. So I just missed stuff. And okay, I read that already. Yes, that's why I can catch you. I read that. Yes, it gives me subs for real. Yes, I'm going to sleep because I don't have combos like you. Girl, I tell you something, do cooking and you don't have to sleep. But if sleeping works for you, then do what works for you. Do what works, because the other day you see me, I do all kind of things for my channel that don't even pertain to the channel, but I was trying to do different things so I could have things to substitute for days when I don't feel like talking. Like, you know what I mean? Because not every day you want to come up and just chat. Like, I don't know. Link related log form to shorts. Manda, yeah. Are you doing that? That's a good idea. Because trust me, I can hardly vlog sometimes. It's hard. Okay, Elevate. Yeah, I'm telling you, whenever you can vlog, right? Because that's one thing sometimes, like that I said before in the past, like vlogging sometimes could be difficult because especially like certain like if you're doing lifestyle vlogs, I'm not saying it's not difficult, but it's easier, right? I mean, you depending on how you're doing your vlog or whatever the case is. I feel like when you're cooking, when you're doing cooking or crafting or certain creative type of things like that, where you're constant with your hands and moving about, it's harder to do a vlog because when you're cooking and the food up, you don't have time to change camera angle. You know what I mean? You don't have time to be doing all that. And when you're crafting, same thing. When I'm crafting, I'm into my craft. I don't have time to stop to change camera. Like, stuff like that makes you lose like your train of thought. It makes you lose like your zone, like your vibe, like everything. Like, you know what I mean? And me, I don't have time for wasting it. So that's why. But if you do it while you're on live, it's more convenient. And on top of it too, when you're on live, when you're doing vlogs, people, not everybody, but depending on who your audience is, they might expect the different angle movements. It depends on their attention span and how they take the stuff. Whereas if you're doing a live, I realize people on lives, their attention span is longer. It's not that short, and they like the interaction. One and two, they don't care about angles. They don't care if you're doing it from up top, below, from the side from the left. They don't care about all that. They just want to know that yes, they get to see the food. And I see like these things work a lot. And if you do juices, Manda, do that too. If you want to create some juices, because I see a lot of people do that and it gets good views. Okay, Queen Chat, y'all be smooth and remember, stick to it. Thank you. See you later. Thanks for vibing. Because trust me, I can hardly vlog sometimes. Oh, okay, see that? A true and your hands in things you can be handling the phone, so I have to be hands like my mother. Exactly. It's true, you speak in facts. I'm telling you. Yes, true juices. Thank you, stick to it. Manda says thank you, stick to it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Just you're in cooking, your niche is cooking and stuff with along with like with your vlogs and stuff. So you can do little simple things like that. Like even if you don't want to do a whole big cooking and whatever and put on camera, you could do like small things like juices. Like you know what I mean? Do your juices on live. I'm telling you, it can work. Try it. When you start doing your live, do a juice. Make a juice and see how that works out. Or if you could manage to do the cooking, just set up the camera and do the cooking. And girl, these days my cooking video is getting less views. Then do it on live. Do it on live and like it says, attach it to the shorts. Whenever you're doing whenever you do your shorts, there's a in the description, I think it's under the description, but in that segment, that section right there, there's a part that says I think it says something like, I think it's attach a video or something like that. You just click it and then it will show you all your videos that you have on your channel and you just pick the one that corresponds with it. That's like, you know what I mean? And you just click it, attach it, and then upload. That helps too, because if somebody sees cooking on your chat on your shorts and they like it and they think like, dang, this looks good, or I want to learn this, they're gonna go over to your long form and they're gonna want to watch it, and they don't have to do too much. They don't have to go on your channel and find it, because that's mostly what the link is for. So when they see a video, they don't have to go through the archives on your video to find that particular one. They just click it and it directs them to that particular one. But also it doesn't also have to be redirected to that video. I don't know how I'm explaining this, but like say for instance, say you did a cooking video, right? And your shorts was about resin crafts, right? You can still connect the resin craft to the cooking. Not the best examples to use together, because people are gonna be like, wait, this is not what I want. But you get what I'm trying to say though. You can connect anything back to the video. You could create your vlogs and connect it back to any video. It doesn't have to directly be from that video. Really? I never see that yet when uploading shorts. I'm gonna screenshot it, and I'll screenshot it when I come off. I'll screenshot what it looks like, and then circle it and send it to you on WhatsApp so you can see. It's related video option. Yes, related video option. But I'll screenshot it and send it to you. I will have to look because what? Use darker text for thumbnails on a lighter background. They should be able to understand in 3 to 5 seconds. Yeah, that's true. Darker text is good. I use pink. I use pink, but it's not the best because when I upload it on vidIQ, it always complains. It always says like using your text is too distracting or something of that nature. So that's true. That's a good one. They always say it's too distracting, and then it tells me like to use a darker text. But I like the pink. Me stubborn. I would have to look because okay, thanks, elevate, or vice versa. Okay, appreciate it. Listen, I don't even know what I use because I just use something. You won't see as you are uploading. You will need to go back in and add related video. No, you can see it when once you upload it. Once you upload it, isn't it there? Oh yeah, it. Wait. Oh yeah, that's true. No wait. No, when you create the video, because when I create my video on, I'm just thinking about when I create my video, like sometimes I use YouTube. I create my video directly on YouTube. Maybe that's why. No, a lot of times, like sometimes I create my video directly on YouTube. And once you go from YouTube, right, and you create the video, and then you go to the next screen where it asks you for the description, and then underneath the description, I don't remember what it is. I think it's there's something something, and then underneath that, I think it's the third thing that says related video. So you click on that, and when I upload a video on my thing, it's the same thing. So yeah, add an outline to the pink for it to stand out more. I do add an outline. It's just again because my theme is pink and white, so the outline is white. But don't get me wrong, there are videos that I want to go more further. So those ones I will do white and then I'll add the black outline to those ones. Or I'll just, depending on the background or whatever the case is, I'll use what stands out, but what doesn't create too much excitement. But me like the pretty pretty. I'm sorry. I like the pretty pretty. I like the extra extra. So that's why sometimes I do that. Sometimes I do that. But I'm working on it. In Canva, lifting it might helps. Lifting it. Oh, yeah, but I don't use lifting definitely will help if you're doing it in Canva, but I don't create my shorts in Canva. To be honest with you, a lot of times when it comes to my shorts, I create them from my phone because my phone has a built-in video editor, right? And it's really good for shorts. So I would create my shorts directly from my phone and then make the phone if I don't have time, I just put it into the video. I could do it myself manually, or I could just upload it into the video editor that's built in on my phone, and it automatically just puts it together. When I use that option, then yes, I could do better texting and make it stand out and stuff like that. But I don't really use that option as that much as well either. I usually honestly just do things straight off of YouTube. So a lot of times when I do my videos, I create it directly from off of the YouTube app online, and then I just do everything from there. Or if it's a shorts from my actual video, I just clip it from the actual video, and again everything's on YouTube. So yeah, I'm a little bit lazy-ish when it comes to that. That's why to download and upload to Canva and then upload back, I'm gonna have time for that. It will be more beneficial, but I just can't. I just can't. I can't. Maybe later on down. Hear the YouTube experts. I honestly, I'm not an expert, but so far these are the things I've learned along the way. I have enough to learn still because my videos still aren't getting where they need to get, but they're getting better. They're getting a little bit better. So I honestly, in time, definitely know, say yeah. I might have a little bit more expertise where I could say, yeah, if you do this, you'll get views. And not just because of what I heard people say, but from my own experience. Um, like I be dancing to my song. Honestly, I'm not Manda. I be dancing to your song too. I'll be dancing to your song, and I'm so upset because the app that I use to make the songs is acting stupid. Like it won't allow me. And I told you I wanted to make more. I'm very upset because I should have just done it. I don't know why. Ever since January hit, all of a sudden the way I make the songs, it won't allow me to do that anymore. So I can't. I would reference a song or reference a beat or something like that, and that's why I could create like songs with my lyrics and stuff like that. It doesn't allow me to do that no more, so I'm very upset. But yeah, no, I be jamming to your song. Like I was like, yeah, I did my big one. I really like that song. I'm glad, and I was able to reference the songs that you played. The way I created that song is one, I analyzed because I've been around on you trying to look a bit long, so I kind of know like I was like, okay, I know this is Manda, wife, mother, blah 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 blah. So I was able to put that all into a song, and then on top of it, I paid attention to the type of music that you played when you were doing your vlogs. So I went back and I listened to the music that you're playing on your vlog and I said, okay, this is the direction she's going in. This is the type of music that she wants for her vlog type of flow. And then I created your songs to that, and it came out so good, so good, so good, better than expectations. So I'm glad for you. I'm glad I see you using it up in every vlog. I say, yeah, go, Amanda. I just wish I could have made more. I apologize. Um, Yes, it's good to hear different perspectives. It helps to understand and get clarity. True. The devil's a lie. I'm telling you, after midday, wait patiently. Girl, it speaks to me so well, so calm and nice. Cool. My mom love it, bud. Me love it. I'm telling you, the way I love it, every time I'm I'm not like every time I'm like I have it like from the little clip that I sent you, so it's saved to my phone. So every time I hear it, sometimes I'm playing random music and I didn't even realize that the clip was there from when I sent it to you. And I hear it and I listen to it and I'm there jamming it and I'm like, man. And then over here going at my little self. Cause it's a bop. Honestly, like I don't even think I've created a music on my channel like that I enjoy so much as the one I created for you. It's a bop. It's a bop, and especially because it flows so nicely with your vlogs. Trust me, when every time I'm playing your vlogs, I'm there singing too. I'm like, yeah, man, go out with yourself. Go out with yourself, Miss Say. It's on repeat, and I don't care. As it should be. Miss Stop use the other ones. As you should. As you should. I feel like a boss in the kitchen. Hats off to you, girl. I really appreciate it. No problem. That was meant for you, girl. That was meant for you. God said, yeah, that one, yeah. Met this fishy. Met this fishy. Cause it was just, I don't know. The day when I came up with it, honestly, I was listening to your vlogs and I hear you playing like the other music and stuff, and I thought about that. I said, I wonder if Manda gets copyright or have to deal with copyright. And then I heard you say in one of your videos you get copyright, and I said, no, sir, no, that not right, because you've been supporting my channel rain and fall from day one, and I know even if you don't see me support one video, you're still over here supporting. So I was like, no, 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 no. I can't know how to make music, like, you know what I'm trying to say, and I know that you don't have anybody in your circle to say they can make music and whatever. So I was like, no, I'm gonna make one little song for Amanda. I wanted to make more and stuff, but things didn't work out the way how I planned and whatever. But don't worry. If there's a where there's a will, there's always a way. So as long as I can figure it out how in the future, I will. Or if the stupid app, I'm trying to figure out, because on the app it doesn't have a section where I could write them or message them or anything, any inquiries. So I'm trying to figure it out because I need to write them and ask them, um, Wagwan, like, I need to make my music because I don't pay for the app already. Pay for the whole year, matter of fact. And my year don't up yet. I feel okay, girl. Me not getting nothing from people, and so I'm super grateful. Me too. Me too. I'm grateful that you're. Well, not grateful, but I'm happy that you're happy about it. Then you must feel proud. Yes, God made you do it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Cause the way how it came to and came about so nicely and whatever. And from long time, I've been saying that I wanted to make it for you, from long time. But things just I kept getting caught up in doing other things and crafting and creating and so many different things, and I never get the chance. 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 And finally, that day, I said, you know what? Rain or shine, even if I can't make 50, I'm gonna try to make at least a few. And I still have to send you the versions. It's because I don't have no space. But I still have to, because each song has two different versions. So I'm gonna try to still send you the other two versions of it. Because I could at least still screenshot those ones. I can't make new, but at least those ones I could. So I'm gonna try to do my best to do that. Girl, he's been showing up in so many ways. Amen. Using people to bless me so much. Yes, because you deserve it. Sometimes I cry. Girl, right now, the look of something make me want to cry. I dreamt you saying to me, I'm always pouring into people, and girl, trust. Amen. That run goosebumps on my skin. Girl, it's okay. Don't rush, my love. My one song. Yes, I'm thinking about getting the paid version of soon. You know, I should try what is Suno? I should try I um Poetic, from long time ago. Poetic, she's like the Suno master. She's a Suno master. I don't use Suno personally because I don't know. I don't remember why I didn't use. Oh, I think I tried because I was watching again. I was watching when I first wanted to learn how to do music and stuff like that. Again, I research and I try to search all these things. Suno was one of them, and I tried, but I didn't understand it. I think that was the thing. I didn't understand it. I tried to create, and I think I created a song. I think somebody said it was free from the thing I was watching tutorial, something like that. And I tried to create a song, and from the song, it was telling me I had to pay, or it was something like that, something of the sort that made me pack up and leave. I was like, let me try something else. So I use Suno, and even before that, I was using Canva because you could also create music on Canva. Um, the music on Canva is nice, but the thing about the Canva music is I've gotten copyright from a few of them that I made with the AI, and I was like, how? So because of that, again, I don't do the music on Canva. Mm, what did I miss? Yes, girl. I'm a Virgo. When I'm down for someone, I'm genuine. I can't pretend. What month is Virgo again? The right time was that time. Amen. I'm glad. Me say Malachi, it's our friend from YouTube. Hear him, mommy. She bad man. I want my own son. Thank you, Malachi. I'm so excited to hear him, mommy. You have sung already. I'm happy for you. And you know, it's so funny from the times that I heard like with the vlog that you did where he was talking when you surprised him in the trunk when you came from abroad, and when he was having the conversation with his dad. So now, like, I could in my mind, I could imagine how he said it. I imagine how he said, I want to try to get the deal with the app and whatever because I would love to also make one for Haley because she have a little channel of guana and stuff like that. It's $10 a month, up to 500 songs. Was that it? That's not bad. Well, for you guys, it'll be $10, but here in Canada, oftentimes when something is like that price in America, trust me, it turns out much more here in Canada. It'll probably be like all a $30 or something like that. I don't understand how 10 jumps from 30, but that's how it is. D Boss Way had a class the other day for Sono, and I don't know who D Boss Way is. Sorry. Okay, Elevate. Yes, now what you see, Elevate telling you. But I don't do Sono. I honestly don't use most of those apps. I only use CapCut to edit. September. Okay. Okay. Do I know anybody in September? Other from you? Actually, I don't know nobody born in September, you know. I don't know, but so far, I like Virgos. We get along. I love me Virgos. I love me September people. At least I know we mesh good. You can get free plan, but can't use commercially paid version for content ID. Okay, so that's probably why I didn't end up using it. I'm gonna look at it again though. I never even use YouTube Music. You don't have to use YouTube Music. Once you use any music at all and it's on YouTube, that's where the problem comes. Once upon a time, back in the good old days, because I remember when I used to watch YouTube back in the days. I don't know if you guys used to watch YouTube, but back in the days, I forgot that the camera is here. I'm here talking down here. Sorry, but back in the days when YouTube was nice, you could play any type of song, any type of music. If you go to a restaurant and they're playing music, it was not a problem. I think it was like in the late 2000s or something that all of a sudden they decided that after years of it being this way, and I guess too, not even just YouTube, but the artists start to complain, and I guess they had their own little rights and whatever the case is, and then they came up with the copyright claim and stuff like that. So then because of that, any music or any videos that you have from way back then, you got a copyright claim. And any, like, you know what I'm trying to say, and any song that plays now, copyright claim, which sucks because before AI, then you couldn't have no music because the music that they offer sucks. And the local music that you find online that was free, again, it sucks. You didn't want that for your channel. So yeah, honestly, read that. Yes, he's very smart. Yes, the see Haley video how them edit good. I see. I see. I see. I was like, but from time I always figured Haley was helping you with your content, whatever. So I knew like once she have channel, it's one. Matter of fact, I mean I have to run a playlist for her later because she be popping up on my channel sometimes too. Mm, mm, mm. The boss ways who made my music. Okay, okay, okay. Oh yeah, I remember you saying that from before. You said there was two people. This is the main person, right? That create your video and then I mean your music and there was somebody else. Yeah. I forgot it's different in USA. Yes, unfortunately, I don't understand why. My mom born September too. Okay. But with more, we are gonna tell you plain on straight. That's okay, because Scorpios are the same. We're very brawling when it comes to the truth. I haven't either. Manda's Kitchen use Y2 music. No, I have to use YouTube music either, but no, I never use YouTube music either, but they always send in them artists them too much. Yes, her and Anthony. Yeah, I don't know who Anthony is. But yeah, that's good. Yeah, she always watch your videos, but she said, "Mommy, sometimes I forget to comment." That's okay. Thank you. I appreciate it all. Anyway, all the same. Which month you born, Novelty? November. I'm born in November. Yeah, I born in November. I always keep saying like I think like in the nighttime I have to start doing playlists. The other day I was doing playlists. I normally do a look of playlists and stuff on my laptop. But sometimes I'm so lazy to walk over there, so but I have to start again. Oh, you're a loving person. Too loving, I think, to be honest. The wrong people are loving and stuff like that, but I feel like people take advantage. And because like cause me, I'm very kind and I feel like people like they play in my face all the time because I'm kind. And I think too because I give a lot of chances. I give a lot of chances. And I try my best to forgive people. I try my best to forgive people because I'm the type of person if I get to that point where I can't forgive you, I'm gonna be a menace. And I feel like I try to control that because I'm like, in my big old age, but when I was a child, trust me, and me, it not done to me say it done. And all 10 years from now, it not done. That's how I was when I was a child. I always say a lot of people that try to play in my face, especially now, should be very grateful that I'm a grown woman nowadays. And I just look at things at the side of my eyes, and that's all it is. My bro born November. Yes, not just the other day. Your birthday gone. Yeah. What day is it? What day is it? Every time I hear somebody born in November, I always have to know the day. So true. Girl, don't mind me because my head not good since C-section. When did that happen? We get shot and I'm stick. Facts. I will forgive, but I will never forget. Same, same. His own is the six. Who's my brother is the fourth. God, my belly, girl. My brother is the fourth. My niece was born on. Dang, I can't remember. And I did going up, but I can't remember. I think she's born on the 7th. My sister is the 11th. My best friend is the 12th. My mom, she's born at the end of the month, at the end of November, last day of November. And that's just a local tap of it. Literally, all my friends are born in November. Majority of them. My two kids are C-section babies. Oh, hungry at bite. I'm telling you. I'm telling I'm telling you. And I started usually for the past few days I've been good because what I've been trying to do is in the morning time, I try to cook, right? So when I'm ready or times like this, like I don't have to cook when I get hungry, I just eat and whatever the case is. But Jesus, my belly is Billy start talking to me. Your mom ruled December. Yeah, she's a Saggy. My cousin is the 10th. Well, me are your first friend in September. Fox, a good one at that too. I don't think Elevate born September. No, Elevate is it this month Elevate that you're born? I think Elevate's either January or I think she said January. Is it January Elevate? January or February? Something like that, I think she said. Oh dang, me? That's what you said? Okay, it's May. But what's your sign again? Let me just say yawn. So look along from 1 hour now. You said you're going to bed. From over 1 hour, you're too late to eat. I'm not man. When I come off of this, straight on the fridge. January, like my daughter and husband. No, she said May. My sorry, she said May. She's Gemini. I used to this person I used to date back in the days. He had a daughter that was born in May. She was born on Mother's Day. She stick to me like glue. He saw every second he said, "What you do to my daughter?" I said, "I can do your daughter, but children love me, especially she." When I leave and she cry, they used to make me feel so bad. I find when I'm leaving, kids always cry. Babies always cry. It makes me feel so bad. I feel like, oh my gosh, like, do they think I'm their parent or something? Me and in May. Yes, it was May. I remember you guys are in the same month, but I always thought that month was January for some reason. Chatting sweet, man. That's a good thing. Gemini are sweet people, but them can be terrible. I've had an I'm other from that little baby in May. I don't think I know anybody else that's born in May. She was a Taurus then. I love me. Oh, that's okay. My son's dad is Taurus as well. He's also in May. We vibed good when we back in the days. Don't play with them. Always laughing. You know what I learned with the Taurus though? Like my son's dad, he's the type of person where he was just like, you see, whenever I get like in a mood and I get upset with him or something, or I should say if I'm wrong about something, he's the type of person he always wants to get you back, but he does it in a sense where it's like he doesn't show that he's upset, and he'll smile with you anyways, and he'll be like, "You okay?" And he'll be like, "Yeah, man, I good, I good, man. Yeah, right, you good, you good." And then tutus, you get it. Lucky none seen my terrible side yet. That's good. Keep it hidden. Keep it keep it hidden. Honestly, like when it comes to me, I always tell people that too. I'm like, I'm so happy that I've evolved, or you should say elevated. I've elevated from my terrible side, which was when I was younger, because I was like a different side of ignorant when I was younger. I was so ignorant. I was so ignorant, and you know the sad part about it is my kids. I feel like they've gotten like the good, but they got more of like the bad sides in terms of like my like the part like that made me like I used to get so ignorant with certain things. Like I wouldn't take nothing. Like my kids are like zero tolerance for nonsense type of people. And I'm like, why do you have to get so much of that? Like my kids be telling me, they're like, oh, you're too soft. Mom, you're too kind. Mom, stop doing this. And I'm like, just be glad that you guys aren't like that. Just go on, man. Slow me. I'm afraid of them people there. I'm telling you. For me, like it wasn't a thing. I think because of like we match energies, but not in a toxic way at the time. Like you know what I mean? And we understood each other. And normally, like when he does that, it's like when I'm wrong, but it's under like certain circumstances. Because usually with him, whenever like we get in like a little argument or confrontation, it was never nothing serious or drastic. And mostly, like I said, he wouldn't argue with me. I don't know, mostly be doing all the cussing and the arguing. He would just listen. And if I'm really upset about something, he just says, you know what, I'm gonna take a walk or I'm going home. I'll see you in a minute. And he just goes. He was very just calm. For me, I feel like it was just too calm. Like, you know, too calm because you don't know when he's like plotting something or when it's just a vibe. When I'm mad, you're gonna know. Take some time for me. Like, if I'm really, really angry, then you're gonna know. Because for me, when I'm very, very angry about something or upset at somebody, like when I'm really, really angry, there's no boundaries to what I'm gonna tell you. And I don't really care about feelings and emotions at that time. All this fear and love and war. But I've grown so much, right? Trust me, time and age does a lot. My husband, that he will make people think I'm mad in the house. I'm telling you. The way, oh my goodness. Like sometimes when I think about people and the different personality characteristics that's out there, like it's really actually fascinating. Like, you know, sometimes it's scary, but at the same time, and like it's so fascinating. Like, you know, like I used to always think, like I only have two children, but I used to always think if I had like 10 more children, like I'm always like very curious about that. Like what would they have been like? Like I would have liked to known what their personalities would have been like. Like you know what I mean? Because my two kids, they drive me nuts, but they entertain me at the same time. Like, you know, especially when they're young. I used to be like, what the heck? Are kids supposed to be like this? They're so entertaining. And my son too, like he's so funny. Like I remember when we were at, he was like 2 years old, right? Two, because my son, he literally, and people don't believe, like if you don't know me or if you're not around, you wouldn't know. But my son was talking from he was literally like 6 months, literally. Couldn't walk, couldn't sit up, couldn't do nothing but he chat. It was so weird. And I remember like when we were out and he was in the stroller, right? Because like I said, he couldn't walk or nothing, but he talked. And I remember like a lady, she was like staring at him, right? And he says in the stroller, like he was like, "What's this lady looking at me for?" And I was, I said, "Him never have teeth, girl. Him never have no. Him have like two teeth here. So if I show you the picture, two teeth and pear gum." That's why I used to wonder that like my daughter's dad, she calls him Elijah. That's what he always says Elijah. Because he said that he always says the man they attack from the damn bar, from the damn come out. But he was so first fascinated. People always fascinated with my son. But yeah, and I said to him, like I used to go home all the time and tell his dad, be like, could you tell your son when we're on the road to please stop talking? Because one, he's not even supposed to be talking right now. Like he, babies at his age don't talk. And on top of it, a lot of times when people hear, even older babies, like when you hear like a 2 year old say something, the first thing that people say is they probably heard the parents say that. So imagine a little 6 month old baby. Definitely that he doesn't have that brain capacity. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the worst thing about it is too, my son was a preemie. He was a preemie. So who knew? Let me see what I missed. Um, 10 what? Novelty, you get some money I don't know about. Him get teeth early. I would have run. My daughter got teeth at 6 months. He is special. Him special, but yeah, too special. That's why for him, like, he started school very early. Like he was like 3 years old, about to turn 4 when he starts school. And usually they don't allow that because you either have to start school. I think it's either when you're 5 or 6 or something, they allow you to start school. And I think maybe like dependent 4 is the earliest. But no, he started school very, very early. Very, very early. And I remember when I asked the man if he could start school, because he wanted to start school because his sister started school. And I'd be like, you still have some years to go. But he insists, he said he ready for school. And I went to the principal, I asked the principal, know about that late in Jamaica, 2 year old go school. Here, they go to like they have daycare. Like they have daycare where they go and stuff, but school, no, they start late here. They not two. Um yeah, when he went, the teacher was like, he's too young to attend school, like, and I'm like, trust me, he already potty trained, he talks a lot, like he's very smart. And I remember the principal was like, okay, well, bring him to school tomorrow and leave him with me, and we'll see how he fares off, like, we'll let you know at the end of the day. When I go pick him up, the man said he could start tomorrow. He says he has a very, very um wide and diverse vocabulary. I said, yeah. I said, yeah. And said the little boy, like the way how he was, like the little boy when he in kindergarten, the first day, not the first day, I think it was like a few months after, while he's in kindergarten, the little boy go to school and the teacher told him, like, say the teacher would be like, um, so and so. I don't want to say my kid's name on the internet, but they're like so and so, like they'll say so such and such. Stop. Like they'll say, like, say they're like, pick up the book. The little boy said, "You can't tell me what to do. Slavery days are over." I was at work when the teacher called me, and the way how he always has something to say. He's always has something to say. Every day the teacher's calling me at work, every single day, and it was to the point where my work staff, they always told me to go into the staff room and take the call and put it on speaker. As soon as the school called, they said, it's your son? I said, yeah. They said, okay, and they all come and say, put it on speaker. And the way how we all be laughing in the place, I have to hurry up and put this thing on mute. I said, you guys gonna put me in problem. He wasn't wrong those days over. Yeah, like he was so like, I used to, oh, trust me, like I used to be like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm gonna manage with my son, because he was just too much. He was too much, too much. Like even the first day of kindergarten, he came home. First of all, let me tell you guys this, okay? I wish I could. I'm gonna try to find the picture for next slide. The first day I brought him to school, right? He said, "Mommy, come into my class," right? He said, like, "Come take a picture of me," because I used to take enough pictures with my kids back then, right? So he said, "Mommy, come take a picture of me." So we went into the classroom and he sat down on the carpet. I remember exactly what he was wearing because I had put him into like a vest. It was like a blue vest, and he had on like a white shirt and then blue jeans, right, with his little Jordans or whatever, and then he had a nice little, fresh cut for school. So he took my hand and brought me, and he grabbed the book before he sat down, he grabbed the book, and he sat down and he opened the book, right, he wanted to look like he was reading and stuff, right? He says, take the picture of me. First of all, can I tell you how the book was upside down? The book was upside down. I said, son, how you want to show the world that you're so smart and educated and you're not even know if to turn the book the right way? You don't even know how to turn the book the right way. But anyway, after school, he came home and he said to me, he said, Mommy, I don't want to go to school anymore. I said, wait, after you beg me to go to school early and I beg the people them for make a come go to school early, what do you mean? He says, Mom, my teacher, what he said? He said, Mom, my teacher's a blouser. I said, what the heck is a blouser? He says, she's a Bowser loser. I said, how do you come up with that? You don't even know how to read. I would never forget that. Matter of fact, up until today, I still call people that. I said, how did you make that out? You don't know how to read. But he made it out, right? Not only that, but he told me, this little boy said, he said, Mommy, my teacher don't know anything. I should be teaching my teacher. He said he's finished with elementary. He's ready to go to university. I said, what the heck? I would never ever forget that day. I said, what kind of kid is this? Like, what kind of kid is this? Like, which kid says stuff like that? Like, kids are very fascinated, but I was like, what the heck? What the heck? Like, I'm like, no, sir, that's not how it works. There's levels to this. Like, one, you're not even know for read. Two, you're not even know for, you don't even know how to hold the book properly. But you wanna jump and go graduate and fast forward all the way to university. What are you and your look gonna be doing in university? He's saying he's not being challenged with them. Honestly, honestly, to be honest with you, I wish back then, because it was just so like, what the heck? Like, what the heck? Type of moment. Like, like you're so little bit. Like, hey, adventure boss. At the moment, that's what it was to me. I wish I had thought about that. Like, I had that had popped in my mind because over the years, I did start to realize that he wasn't being challenged enough. Like, you know what I mean? Elevate says, "Hey, adventure boss." Amanda said, "I fell asleep." Girl, go to sleep. Good night, guys. My phone literally dropped out my hand. Go to sleep. Yeah, I wish, honestly, I wish back then I had taken that into, like, you know what I mean? But I just thought, like, just the fact that he said, like, he's ready to graduate to university, I just looked at it as, like, this kid's not serious. But I didn't really think of what that really meant. Like, you know what I mean? But it wasn't so, um, all that bad. What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I'm gonna use that. It wasn't all that bad because I still taught him at home, and I'm glad I did because he wasn't being challenged enough. He refused to show them what he can do. So at home, for me, and this wasn't in kindergarten. When he got to like grade 2, he wanted to read novels. The teachers were saying he can't even read picture books, and I said no, he can read novels, and that's what he prefers to read. And they're like, "How's that possible?" And da da da. So because of this, like I made sure that I taught him at home. Because had I not taught him at home, I don't know where my son would have been. Elevate says, "Good night, Manda." And Adventure Boss says, "Hey, Adventure, what you doing time of the hour? Are you getting ready to play, or are you going to play games, or did you just finish playing a game?" Elevate said yes. But yeah, that's my little story time with my son. I have so much story times with my son. Like he was such a fascinating little kid. He was such a fascinating little kid. Honestly, I thought that he was gonna grow up and be like um some I don't know, but I thought he was gonna be like some scientist or something like that. Yeah, about to. What game are you playing tonight? What game are you playing tonight? I can't believe it. I started this live at 11 and it's 1 o'clock. Oh, story time. Well, story time is done now. I was just talking about Elijah when, hear me, I just said I wasn't going to say the boy's name on thing and the thing. I was talking about Elijah when he was younger. No, I'm late to story time. It's not too late for it to happen. Well, for him, he's not going to be a scientist or anything. I know that. That's not his passion. Um, for him, he hasn't figured out though what he wants to do. He hasn't figured out what he wants to do. But I know for one, it's something like in the he wants to be like a entrepreneur. He wants to be like a boss. You know, he wants to work for himself. That type of thing. That I know, but he doesn't know exactly what yet. Or maybe he does, and he just hasn't told me yet. But honestly, I'm fascinated, and I can't wait to see what that is. I can't wait because my son over the years, like he's done so many different little things that really got me like other from the him talking early. There's certain things like for instance, I had a laptop that was broken. It was broken for years. And one day he asked me if he could use it, and I'm like, I gave it to him because it's broken. And I'm like, yeah, sure, but it doesn't work. What are you gonna do with it? And the next day, the little boy was watching movies on the laptop. I even brought it to technicians. I brought it to technicians and paid money, and they had to give me back my money because they said like there's nothing we could do about it. But he somehow figured out how to fix it and work it. Oh, Adventure Boss, he fixed the light in the garage is working as well. He fixed that too. He fixed that too. So he be doing these things, and I be trying to figure like how did he figure that out? How? Like so I know like when he does decide what he wants to do, he's definitely gonna be doing great things, and I'm here for it. It says ha ha ha. I'm telling you, he gonna be a boss. Right? See? Him a boss from time, man. I'm telling you. That's what I was telling them. It was the story time was just about like continuing Star Wars. Let's play. Algorithm should line up with the new Star Wars movie coming up in spring. Oh, I should see. What is that? I haven't seen no preview. I haven't seen no preview. Honestly, you guys don't come for me and don't cancel me, okay? Like when I was younger, I love Star Treks. I love Star Wars, but as I got older, I don't know. I haven't really been so into Star Wars. I haven't been, but the last one was good. Oh my gosh, the last one was it was good. I need to catch up. 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 Let me see what I miss. Oh my gosh, I think I'm actually look my eyes turning red. I think I'm actually getting tired. For me it's like one of those things where I don't feel tired. Like it's showing in my eyes and my face, but I don't feel tired. I love when I catch your live at work. I feel like I missed it. I haven't been on live for a while though, but really, it's so funny because Manda was here earlier and she was saying the same thing. She's like, "Oh man," she's like, "Every time I miss your live," but honestly, I haven't been doing live for the past week or two. I think it is because my audio haven't been working. I haven't been able to use the go live and use the audio because every time I come on and I'm talking, everybody start to say like, "I don't hear you. We don't hear you. There's no audio," and whatever the case is, and I'll come off and try again. But one of my families from here on YouTube, I messaged him. I was like, "Reds, how I do this?" And he was able to walk me through the process, and thank God it worked. And I quick at that. It worked, so I was able to come on today, and I just popped up. 6 days. Is that how long I haven't been on live? 6 days? It's Star Wars, or is that when? Is that how? That's when the Star Wars is coming out. I was wondering if I missed the notification. Oh, so everybody. Well, that's a good thing. I'm glad everybody's checking to see if I'm on live. At least I'm doing something right. At least I know I'm not boring you guys, because I always feel like I'm boring you guys for real, for real. I feel like I'm too boring to be doing live sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie, but but I'm glad. I'm glad you crushed the technical difficulties. Me too. Me too. Because I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to get my WH up. I'm trying to do so much. I'm trying to like go ham, you know? No turkey. this 2026. This 2026. And I can't apply the pressure if everything are broke down and stuff like that. So I'm so happy that it's able to, pop back up and stuff like that. And I'm able to come back and start doing lives again. So I could try to pick back up a little pace. Pick up a little pace. And honestly, I was actually gonna go live earlier. Actually, not even I was going to. I did go live earlier. But again, like I said, the audio still wasn't working. It still wasn't working, and that's how I ended up messaging Reds, and I asked him, and he figured it out, and how I was able to now finally come on at in the 11 o'clock. I was able to come on and stuff like that, and I'm glad. Yes, I need to go upgrade PC so I can start gaming again. Yes, you should, because your gaming on your channel is doing good. It's pulling in numbers. The people on your channel, they love the gaming, and Adventure Boss is always over here looking at a teammate to play, looking at teammates to play. Ooh, and that's the I'm gonna ask Lige, because now that he's home and stuff, I'm gonna ask Lige to show me how to play on. I don't know if he's gonna allow me to play on his PlayStation. Matter of fact, I don't even know if he still has his PlayStation, but I'm gonna ask him to show me, and then maybe I could tap in 1 or 2 days and stuff like that. But you have to play a game that you're not gonna get frustrated if I lose. Because I don't know how to use a remote. I'm sorry. I don't know how to use the remote. I'm not good at using the remote and stuff. I played with Lige like a 1-2 time, and he showed me how to do the remote and whatever. But now that he's big and grown and busy and stuff like that, I don't know if he's gonna want to show me again. I want to collab on gaming for real, but most be on console, and I play PC. Yeah, Adventure Boss has a on console. Oh, you're saying most? Oh, sorry, my bad, my bad. Adventure Boss, could you play on your PC as well? I think he only plays on console. I should try playing on the PC. I want to play honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I've been like droning to, does it droning, drowsing, or what you call it? I've been feeling to play some PUBG. I'm sorry, I love PUBG. And I love PUBG. The other day my daughter was like, "Mom, I'm so glad the day when you stopped playing PUBG, because she's like, you used to like, I felt like it was gonna drive you crazy." Nah, need to get PC. Yes, some games you have to be on same devices. Oh, okay. Used to play PC back in the day. Whatcha? I'm gonna try playing some games on PC. I'm gonna see if I could download PUBG. Well, actually, I did download PUBG on my laptop one time, but it wasn't working out for me. Maybe I just got too comfortable playing on my phone. I have GTA 5 and Arc Raider and need help. What? Adventure Boss. Were you playing? Wasn't Arc Raider you were playing the last time I was on your live? Is that what you're playing? I can't remember. Refresh my memory. I be getting it mixed up. Please don't be upset with me if I get it mixed up. I be trying. I be trying. Yeah. See, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. He's going like. Are you? Oh yeah, you're not playing that today. You said. The next time he plays Elevate, I'm gonna tell you. Our Raider console and PC can play together. Oh great. So the next time Adventure Boss, the next time that you're playing that you're gonna play Arc Raider, do you wanna play with Elevate? If you don't mind. And then I'll let her know. Like I'll just message me and let me know when you're gonna play, and then I can message her and let her know. Or you can go on her channel, I don't know. However it works, but message me and let me know, and I can message her and tell her like, okay, he's gonna play tonight at this time or whatever the case is. And you don't have to worry about if you're playing in the AMs or not, because Elevate's always up in the AMs. So that doesn't that's not a thing. And if you're playing the day too, I think she's fine. Confirm if I'm right, Elevate. Don't let me speak out of turn. And I got my notification on for him. Okay, see? And she got the notification on for you. I definitely will be tapping into that if you guys are on playing and whatever. I'll be tapping in for sure, for sure. Hello? Can we get it together? Yeah. So what are you playing next? What are you playing next? Boss X. I'm just saying. I'm gonna say Boss X. Adventure Boss X is too long for me. I have to figure out how to link it though. I think I have to get a code to play together. I'll figure it out. Okay. When you figure it, let me know. Or Elevate. Do you know how to do it? I'll be up all different times, mostly nights for real. Adventure. It's still too long. Where you get that long name there from? Where you get that long name there from? And you know me already. I like to butcher things. I'ma cut it down. Short form for the long run. Short form for the long run for sure, for sure. But I definitely into you know, maybe I have to hurry up. I'm trying to batch create all my content and stuff like that. I'm trying to get to a level where I have time. So I've been going ham on that stuff, but I want to hurry up and get that done. And once I do, I'm gonna could I play, could like 3 people or 2 people play at a time? Does these games work like that? Because if it could, then I'd love for my son to teach me and I could play with you guys at 1-2 times. No, but I think through stream. Okay. Jamaicans make nickname for everything. As we should. As we should. Hello. Yes, multiple people. Okay, good. Good, good, good. When I learn. For now, I'll watch you guys though. I'll watch you guys first. And then later on down sometime in life, then I could pop in and do a little 1-2, 1-2. Like, you know, I could step up another scene with my good, good avatar. Good, good avatar. And I need a game where the avatar could look fly, you know? Because we ain't about that life. We ain't about that life. Adventure, are you working in the morning? What time are you think? ARC is 3 people, 3-person team. Hey, Chris. I don't know nothing about it, so you not behind. Okay. Hey, Chris, what's going on? I finally fixed the audio. I finally fixed my audio, so I was able to come on. 6 days later. 6 days later. Although for me, I don't know why it felt like it's been longer. Like I've been telling people like it's been like 2 weeks I haven't done live. Chris says, "Hey, Mimi." Elevate says, "Hey, Chris." I don't know why it feels like it's been a long time since I haven't been live. Nice, now we can hear you sing. Okay, now you're pushing. Now you're pushing it. You want everybody to run off my live, Chris? Run off my live? No, we're not doing that. Not today. Yeah, I'm so happy. I had to ask Reds to help me out. And he helped me to, you know, get to the resolve and figure out the problem. So I can finally come back on and do a little 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Because it's been a hot little minute. It's been a hot little minute. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without dope deep to step 2. That's the best I could do in terms of singing. You know where that comes from? Look at Aaliyah. Oh my goodness. But yeah, how's New Year's treating you, Chris? Now that I get to ask the questions, how's the New Year's? How have you been? What is new? That song came up in my head, right? LOL, abandoned. No, I didn't abandon you guys. It wasn't my fault, I promise. It was not my fault. I tried my best. I did come on. You should see the amount of live streams that's in the archives that I attempted to come on and do. Like even earlier before this live, I did 3 lives that I did. I did 3 lives and I had to come off real quick and then just delete because no audio. I came on and I turned on my my iPad and I tapped in. I'm like, let me see if the audio is playing. Year is weird so far. LOL. How about you? Really? This feels like a good year for me. Like a lot of good things been happening so far. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it feels like a good year. Like this feels like a very elevated year. It feels like that year where like you're gonna shine. Well, I'm gonna shine. That's how this year feels for me. I love it. I love it so far. Dang, it's only been a couple days into the year. It's only been a couple days into the year. Elevate says yes. You feel it too, right? Elevate. You feel like it's an elevated year. You have to. It's a part of your name. You have to. But yeah, I do feel. I feel like this year is gonna be like such a great year. Like, I feel like big moves are gonna be made. That's how I feel about this year. That's how I feel about this year. I remember 2024. I felt awful. I felt awful. I was like, oh man, this year is gonna suck. 2025, I felt good about 2025, but I didn't feel great about 2025. And I wasn't wrong because 2025 was a good year. It was a good year. Like, you know, like I pushed through a lot of things. I I'm here on YouTube. I did lives, um, and still doing lives, even though like I did lives later on down in the year, but better late than never. Like you know what I mean? My content is up there. Like I feel good. I feel good about 2025, and that alone is telling me that 2026, great things are coming. It was good until those above started stirring stuff up. Had two good days, first and second Jan though. I know that's well. Let's just hope that it's just one of those things that's like a little pinch. Like you know what I mean? Like it's one of those times where like it might start off wrong, but then when it picks up, it turns into something very amazing, something really great. Structure is being built for the elevation. Facts, facts. 2025 was the structure. Was my that was it. That was it. 2025 was that year for me. 2026 is my elevation. 100%, 100%, and definitely 100%. I'm getting monetized this year. I am getting monetized this year. No question about it. I hope so. Or I move to Jamaica. You'll enjoy. I'm glad you connected your Facebook. Connect to my Facebook? What you mean? Yes, you at 902. Yeah, earlier, I didn't connect my Facebook. Or you mean you're glad that I went back on Facebook and talked to my group? Well, I still didn't go talk to my group. I just talked to my mods. I talked to my mods, and one of my mods, I don't know how, but they found me on YouTube and stuff too. So I was like so surprised. I was like, wait. I was like, wait. And we had a good look at catch up and stuff like that. She's so good. Maybe I'll do maybe I will do a what do you call it? An interview with her, cuz she's really good. Oh lord, I thought you didn't know. I didn't. I told you I'm not messing with Facebook because do you know the other day I went on Facebook and Facebook basically was telling me like I was a you know, a P file. And I was like, what the heck? It's telling me, oh, you've been putting up whatever, whatever, whatever. And I'm like, I don't even use Facebook. Every time I go on, there's always something new with Facebook. So I'm like, I don't mess with Facebook. I don't go over there. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm still in the negative. Exactly. I'm just like, I don't even post anything on Facebook or anything like that. And when I do post stuff on Facebook, it was always just me or my kids. And for many years now, I stopped posting my kids. And all the pictures I had of them, I hate it because I realized like the internet's not a good place for your kids to be plastered all over. Even though like what I already posted is probably out there somewhere, but you know, Novelty has a zillion followers and abandoned Facebook. I'm actually losing them because I see them, I see it going down or whatever, but for some reason they're holding on. I don't know why. For an app that I don't use, the people over there, they hold on. I wish they would come over here and cling to life over here because it would be very beneficial and helpful. Since y'all like me that much, come over here. This is where I'm at. Um, no, I have to abandon Facebook because I told you, like, I don't like the problems, and Facebook is having too much problems. But I feel like once I get to a level over here on YouTube, and once you know, once I settle in, then maybe I could try to figure out what's happening over there on Facebook. Keep posting links over there to pull them to YouTube. That's what I do now. Whenever I do use it, that's all I do. Whenever I do use it, I just link a video over there to Facebook. And then that's that. That's it. But I ain't going over there. Matter of fact, actually, speaking of that, I realized I didn't link. I'm going to link the AI video that I did. I'm going to link it into my group. I'm gonna link it to my group because I run that. So nobody's not gonna ban me for posting it in there. So I agree, elevate. I do that part. I do that part. I I post my links to Pinterest. I post my links to Facebook. I think the only place I haven't really been posting it to, which is not really a big deal because my Facebook and my Instagram are linked. So oftentimes anything I post like there still kind of pops up depending where I post it on my Instagram. Not I run that. It's true. It's true. Like there's a different level of comfort when you know like because you know like for me like when I go post something or send a link in like somebody else's group or just a random group, I feel away. Like I feel like I'm gonna be attacked or people are gonna be like, what the heck is this, or something like that. But when it's your own group and you post something, you feel much better. You feel so much more better. So yes, actually I'm gonna post my video there because I know everybody's gonna be anxious to learn how I did it. That's my issue set. I'm saying I have a lot of things that I say. I don't even know. Sometimes I even know where I get these things from. I have no idea. I mean, and it's so weird because I feel like I'd be surrounded by people where they're just like me, where they always be coming up with different things. Like, be coming up with different things all the time. Like, it's so crazy. It'd be so crazy. Let me see what my time is. Okay, 3 hours. I don't know. Should I try? Adventure, when are you going to play your game? When are you going to play your game? I'm gonna try, guys. I'm gonna try from here on out. Every time I come on live, I'm gonna try my best to shoot for at least a little 4 hours. That's my aim. Just now, I just finished eat. I thought this whole time you're just setting up. I thought you were just setting up. When you go on, then I'll come over and whatever the case is, cause I need to start. I need to get back onto my tutorial set up already. Oh, excuse me, big boss moves. Excuse the eye. I never did know. You're large. You're large. Yeah, I need to get something to eat myself, and I also need to finish my editing and stuff like that. Cause I like I told you guys earlier, I'm doing a tutorial, so I'm trying to finish that because I have 4 tutorials that I'm trying to do. 4. I've been doing so much, and I'm trying to narrow it down because I realize like I start like 5 different things all at one time, and it's not really a bad thing for me because I can do that. But in terms of space, my space does not permit, and I end up having to delete something and I start all over because I don't have space to download it to send it to a disk or whatever the case is. So I'm trying to finish up the ones that I have, and this is one of the ones that I have. So hopefully, I hope if people enjoy it. I really hope everybody enjoys it, whatever the case is. But I know they would. This is like high demands on YouTube. High demands on YouTube. So I'm trying to get that up and running and stuff like that. Um, and then hopefully I could batch create a few more stuff because next month I need to breathe. I need to take a break. But I know I can't do that until I set myself up for it. Disliked and not subscribing. Okay, do you want me to cry? What do you want me to do about what would you like me to do about that? I'm so confused. But either way, thanks for commenting. Whether you like it or not, you still contributed to the live. I'm so confused. Thanks for coming by. Oh my goodness. I feel like people need to understand that y'all make me laugh. Y'all can't make me cry. I don't know you guys well enough for that to happen. But I appreciate it. Right? Like, oh well, like, what do you want me to do? Cry you a river? Like, walk a mile? Like, I don't know. Like, who goes out their way to say I disliked and I'm not subscribing? If you weren't subscribed in the first place, I don't think it made a difference. I'm so confused. vibe. It is. I can't stand it sometimes. But the one thing I like about Facebook though is the reach. It's just a reach, but there's nothing, even though they're still connected, I prefer to, when I'm like, in terms of reach and stuff like that for my business, I prefer to go ham on Instagram opposed to Facebook. And Facebook is getting so weird to me. Like, I always try to figure out how to Facebook go from like family orientated and like close friends to dating app and all kind of other things. And I'm just like, what the heck? How did we get here? Kate is a Karen. Kate, I think Kate left. Kate thought that they were onto something. Kate came in to troll me. Kate, I will troll you. Don't do it. Run for the hills, Kate. Run for the hills. Don't do it. This session will transform into troll the troll. Don't do it, Katie. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let's survive to see another day. Live to troll another day, Kate. Live, darn it. I must be tired. I'm sorry. I'm telling you guys, I could be on an island by myself. You know, I entertain myself. I entertain myself. But yeah, back to Facebook. Back to Facebook. Facebook is something different. Like the things that like I see on Facebook over time, the way like it's going up, I'm like, what the heck? Me poopa. Kate didn't know what they're walking into. Kate was really foreign for true. Kate, your name did you well. Foreign Kate. Did really foreign. Because if you were local, you would have known better. You would have known. You would have known. You'd be like, okay, I know this girl. I've seen her about the place. let me not do that. Okay, let me leave Kate alone before y'all watching this. I'm not a mean person. I'm, but I will be trolling a troll. I'm sorry. I will get at a troll. But I'm kinder to regular people. I'm very kind to regular people. Just to let them know that. But yeah, I do need to I need to figure something out with Facebook. I wish, you know what I feel? I feel like Facebook, they don't want to monetize anybody. And they come up with all kind of stuff to say to delay the process or to like eliminate it, period. Because I don't understand how I have 7K subs on Facebook and I can't be monetized. And over the years, ever since I've been complaining about that, I don't know if somebody that's a part of their group seen my thing or something. I don't know, but all of a sudden they were like, oh, here you get subscriptions. Oh, here you get stars. But that's all they want to do. LOL, you funny for so true. I'm saying, people don't understand. Like, you can't clown me. Like, I'm not a person that gets sad so easily, you know? I make a bad situation into something even better. Facebook came like the API model for social media algorithm. Yeah. You know what I used to dislike the most about Facebook? And I'm so glad that they fixed that. But you remember the times when anybody could just call you, just any and anybody? The amount of trauma I faced from being on Facebook. I should have sued Facebook, because I've been traumatized a lot. That's why I stopped answering Facebook calls. I don't allow nobody to call me at all because I've been traumatized on Facebook. And I'm just like, how are people like this? Or the people that feel like, I remember there was times like 6 a.m. in the morning. And these are days when I was like, I was asleep. And 6 a.m. in the morning, 4 a.m., 2 a.m., like the Facebook Messenger is just ringing. I do understand there's people in different parts of the world, and my 4 a.m. could be your 4 p.m. I get it, but first of all, you shouldn't be calling nobody like that anyways. I deleted and disabled Facebook Messages app. And the reason why I don't delete mine is because it's the way my mods communicate with me. Like, it still comes in useful for me, but Trust me, had it not been for that, I would do the same thing. I just, now they have a feature that I seen the other day where you could limit who calls you, or you could block people from calling you, period. Or you could limit like the type of access that people in general have to you, which I was actually very, very grateful that they added that, even though like I just stopped answering calls and stuff like that from a long, long, long time ago. And I just put the app on silent because it was getting crazy. It was getting crazy. I had so many boyfriends I've never met on Facebook. Every second you answer the phone, hey babes, I don't know you. What baby you come about? What? And especially the ones that call you from foreign countries with the silly pickup lines like, you're not tired, sir, I'm sitting down. Like stuff like that. Like it just gets me so upset. And you know, it's so funny because like I get those on my phone too. It's like people like these things just find me. Like I can't escape it. Do you know, on my phone that I pay for, I get these random WhatsApp messages. You know, oh my gosh, let me tell you guys this. So in the beginning of the year, right? There was a man that messaged me on my business WhatsApp, right? Messaged me on my business WhatsApp. And he was like trying to be disrespectful and stuff. And he was like, oh, you know, baby, like, you know, like he was asking for things that he shouldn't be asking for and saying things he shouldn't be saying, and whatever the case is. So, me being me, I did my local investigation, you know, because I feel at this point the FBI needs to hire me. But I got down to it, did my local 1 2 1 2, found out who the man was, found his page that he was trying so hard to hide, right? And mind you, he'd even when he messaged me, he'd even have his picture up, right? But I convinced him to send me a picture. So when he sent me a picture, I was able to find him on Facebook and other places, right? This man had a whole family and big ass kids. And I said to him, I said, sir, you know, I'm gonna message your wife. I see she has Facebook and your children. And I'm gonna fast forward these messages that you're sending me because ain't nobody invite you over here. And matter of fact, you're on my business WhatsApp. You even have the audacity to find my personal WhatsApp. You had to bring this to my business WhatsApp. I said, so I'm gonna find your family and send it to him. And he was like, oh no, please. I said, no. You want to have fun? You invited yourself, so you know, come have a seat. The man blocked me. The audacity. How you block me? You. So I sent him a message on Facebook. And I told him, but I said to him, I said, if I ever find out that you're in any other female's DMs, let me see a message or anything about you on social media. Let me find out. I said, let me find out that you went back in anybody else's DMs or you went on anybody's phone or anything like that, being disrespectful, especially when you have a wife at home. I said, your family and your children are gonna be very embarrassed. Damn rich them. Yeah. Like they're so disrespectful. I used to hate that the most. And it always baffled me how someone could just pick up a phone and just call, or pick up what would you call the WhatsApp phone or whatever it is, but you know, just call some random person like it's okay. Sir, you asked to follow me and I accepted it. Doesn't mean that we're good friends now. I don't know you from Adams. LOL, I would have sent his wife that anyway. I thought about it, but I was like, do I really want to be that person? I should have, because like, what the heck? You're being so disrespectful. I thought about it, but I was like, I don't know, because I don't, people are very strange. And if he like that, I don't know. Like next thing you know, his wife is hunting me down or something. For ruining their home or something. For sure, not the first time. Definitely not. Definitely not. But this time, sure taught him a lesson. Like the Lord sent you in the right direction, sir. By the way, turn on your closed captions. People in the Far East would love your live. Turn on your closed captions. How do I do that? I don't even know what that is. How do I do that? I don't know. I don't know. Tell me how I do that. I didn't even know that was a thing. Do I have to go in settings or something like that? In studio? Elevate you. Okay. Somebody tell me. I can't do that right now though. Turn on subtitle. Oh, okay, okay. 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 I think I can figure that out. I'll figure it out later and turn it on. Yeah, I think I'll turn it on and whatever the case is. Yes, I get some new people. Some new people. Yeah, YouTube now does AI language translation. Oh, yeah, I did see somebody talking about that. I seen somebody talking about that. And oh, and you guys know too, like now they open up the function where you could do horizontal and vertical at the same time. She says, "Wow, adventure boss." Oh, you didn't know that, Elevate? They did. I think the reason why I didn't, if it's the same thing that you're talking about, when they did it, there was a lot of people that was talking about it. There was this one guy because he was saying that his views went down a lot since he used it or whatever. But I think also too, sometimes the translation or whatever might kind of like push people from, wanting to listen to your content or whatever the case is. Because there's sometimes like I remember the one person was saying like they're a female and their AI voice was a male's voice. I said, what the heck? That's messed up. Yeah, I watch people from Japan sometimes. Honestly, it does help because there's a female I watch. Um she does crochet, but I think she's from China, I believe. I think she's in China and her videos they're in her native tongue. But the the AI audio allows me to actually like listen to her and stuff, which I love that because I'm like, yes, thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Because all the time, like, it's not all the time I want to sit down there and try to read out a caption, especially when I'm trying to do other things. Yes, but I wish I can modify the layouts when using dual stream. Um, what do you mean? And then says, Eventful says, ha 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 ha. I'm telling you, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it one day. I'm gonna try it. I want to see how I want to do like a test and see how the views differentiate between the horizontal and the vertical. Arrange it. Have you tried it? Maybe you should try doing it on your desktop and see if that works or whatever the case is. You would have to be consistent with it though. I know people would be bummed if they like your channel and it's no longer set with captions. That's true. That's very very true. That's very true because there is like on this person's channel, but I always thought though, like from what I've seen, because what I have noticed, even though the option is available to everybody, I do notice on this one person's channel, like when I watch her, like her crocheting and her tutorials and stuff like that, the ones with a certain amount of views and stuff like that, it automatically gets the AI thing. Or I don't know if it's because that's how she said it, but the ones that have lower views don't have it's not transcribed. So I was always wondering, like, is that because she said it that way, or does YouTube say, okay, you have to have this type of views in order for us to put this in effect? Yes, I agree. But hopefully it's something you can set and forget it. Hopefully, I'm gonna try it. I did try it, wasn't able to. See, okay. I think she means have more flexibility with her horizontal and vertical orientation. Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. It could be a game changer, and especially now that, because every time YouTube like introduces something, the best thing to do is to jump on it right then and there because they want to push out. They push out people that enforce their local situationships that they got going on. They do it for a time frame. So try to jump on it if you're gonna use it. Try to jump on it and see how it's working out. I'm gonna try to jump on it and whatever and see that too. It's true. It's true. I feel like when they do certain things, if you do it like right away, they push you out. If you don't do it and everybody start doing it, when you finally decide to do it, it's not gonna do you no good because you're like, okay, we have enough. Let's keep you where you're at. Let's keep you where you're at. Yes, this is true. See, I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew it. You could blow up in Japan and they want to fly you out for the fan. Man, um, what time is my flight? That's all I'll be asking. What time should I be at the airport? Should I pack heavy or pack light? I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. I would love, love, love. The only thing is like the far plane ride would kind of get me away. That's the only reason. I feel that's the only thing that's stopping me from traveling to like Japan and them places there is the long flight. Because to go to Jamaica for the 3.5 hours does something to me. So I can't imagine those long, long, long hours. And I would take a boat, but that's even worse. I might pass on just by looking at the boat. It's over and done with. I can't. I can't. I can't. But I would love for that to happen. Maybe be like set me up on a cruise. No, 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 no cruise, no cruise, no cruise, no cruise. Mm-mm. I went on one cruise my whole life, and it's so funny because I remember a couple years ago, I wanted to have gone on a cruise, but I said I was gonna like put my big girl pants on and step out and do the thing. 24-hour flight, foot cramp up. Everything is gonna go wrong more than my foot. Like I'm gonna lose my mind, might lose my poor life because I'm gonna have a heart failure. A lot of things might go wrong. I'm gonna lose a lot. I'm gonna lose a lot. Yeah, no fun. Yeah, I'm gonna lose a lot. You know when I'm going to Jamaica, this is how I manage traveling to Jamaica, right? Before the plane takes off, I sleep. And I continue to do so. When I wake up and we're still in the air and I look outside, I go back to sleep. I go back to sleep. And I wake up when somebody wakes me up and says, "Oh, miss, we land." That's how I manage that. I can't sleep for 24 hours. I can't sleep. I can't sleep for 24 hours. I cannot. I can't. I just can't. So I don't know. I can't. I can't. Mm-mm. I'm afraid of heights and I'm afraid of water. Oh my gosh, life is not good for me. Life is not good for me. You know when I came to Canada, the first time I was coming to Canada, I remembered I cried a lot. I cried so much. The flight attendant, the pilot, and a few others had to come outside and escort me because I refused to walk up those stairs to go on the airplane for one. And knowing that I was going to go in the air was even worse. I was begging my mom to just leave me in Jamaica with my dad. Just leave me in Jamaica because I couldn't possibly see how I was going to make that journey. I gotten better because I overcame the fear of flying, but I feel like Japan would be like that 24-hour would be digging up old wounds. And I feel like it will go even further than before. 100%. But I'm gonna conquer it. I'm gonna conquer it because I do want to go to Japan. I would love to go to Japan. Oh my god. If I go to Japan, guys, I might run away and never come back to Canada. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't fly in no plane. I'm saying, but the water is no better. The water is no better. The water is no better. Especially like the water is so strange and so many things happen and with the weather and so many different things. We don't even know like half the things that's down there really like no sir. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Kraken's gonna come and pull down your boat. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not going on the water. I still prefer a plane over water. But if I could avoid both of them, then I will. If it's somewhere that I could like drive to, then I would drive there. Cause both of them are so scary. Oh my gosh. How people be doing it? How people be doing it? I don't know. And it's weird because like I want to travel the world. Could you imagine? I set myself for disappointment. Yeah, I prefer to drive. Exactly. Although, like, do you know, come to think about it, I feel like my whole entire life I've been like I've been really like free, you know. I've been scared of a lot of things because I remember at one point too I was afraid to drive. I still am kind of afraid to drive. How am I managing in life? How am I managing in life? I don't know. I'm afraid of transportation of any form. Oh my gosh, I need to do better. In my next lifetime, I hope I do better. I hope I do better because I want to go places and see things, you know? Hold out for teleportation. The only way. And as long as it's smooth sailing, it'll be good. Because I've watched some movies where people, they be getting all kind of sickness and stuff after the first time and all this stuff. If I could avoid all that, then yes, why not? Why not? Imagine sitting down and you'd be like, ah, I can't sleep. I'm gonna go somewhere where it's sunny, and then just snap your fingers and bam, you're there. You're there. I feel like if that was to be possible, it would be like a possibility where like one side of the world will be empty. Because imagine everybody like I know Jamaica for sure will be empty because Jamaica definitely everybody there will teleport. Well, not everybody. There'll probably be like a handful of people because there are few people in Jamaica that generally just don't care to go to America or no other place in the world. They're very comfortable with being in Jamaica. But for majority of everybody, they would be like in America, they'll be here in Canada, they'll be all over. With teleportation, the whole world would mash up. That's what I'm saying. Instant mash up. I wonder and imagine the government trying to control it. They'll be like, there's taxes on teleportation. If you teleport into another country and you're caught, you're gonna have to pay taxes. Or something, some tariff or something for travel, for teleportation. America will probably be empty. Yeah, or get you mixed up with someone else, hairy legs. I would hope not. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? You're like, yes, teleportation. Snap your finger, bum. Reach a nice tropical island. Have your bikini packed, only to look down and realize it's messed up. Oh my goodness. I feel like I need to make like a AI I feel like I need to make like an AI video with this. It's so hilarious. I need to make an AI video and call it about last night's live. You just see somebody teleport, a female teleport. It is hilarious, right? Oh my goodness. That would be something. That would be something. But it would be nice though if you could have like smooth sailing and not have all that extra nonsense. It would be nice. It would be very very nice. Oh my gosh! Imagine you're trying to teleport to like Japan or Africa or Jamaica or Brazil, Italy, one of them places there, and then you end up like in the bottom of the ocean. Oh my goodness! What would you do? What would you do? No, sir. No, sir. There's so much to think about it. So much to think about. I think I want to put on like a spacesuit though and teleport to the States. I would want to see, I mean, not the States, to outer space. I would love to see what outer space looks like for myself. I don't want to see it through books and stuff. I want to like go and see it for myself. Look down on the world and see where I go on. Look at the other planets and see where I go on. I would love to do that. And I don't know if I have to do like intense training just to do that though. Because when I watch movies, that's what happens. That's what always happens. Throat's getting dry, guys. Feel like I'm starting to lose my voice. Let me see how long I've been on here. 3 hours and 30 something seconds. Minutes. Not seconds. 30 something minutes. I think I did good. I think I did good. I said I was gonna try to make it to 4, but I really have to finish this. I really have to finish this thing. What time? What time should I come back on, guys? Tomorrow? Should I come back on tomorrow? What time should I come on tomorrow? Should I come on this same time? I came on at 11 today, or should I come on earlier in the day, like in the well? Okay, no, I can't come on in the AMs because normally like I go sleep for like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not gonna wake up till like in the afternoon. So maybe like afternoon times. Yeah, no, but I have to go eat now because honestly, this is gonna be like a belly noise ASMR type live. That's what's gonna happen soon if I stay on here because my belly's gonna be doing ASMR and I don't think you guys want to hear that. So yeah, I'm going to I'm going to say goodnight and I'm gonna go ahead. Oh goodness, it's true. My, so I'm gonna say goodnight and I'm gonna go get something to eat. I promise tomorrow, no matter what time I come back on, I'll try to prep some food and stuff like that. So that way, like, this won't happen. And I'm gonna try, as long as the sound is doing good with the new audio, might hear you. Yeah, see? Exactly. So I'm gonna try my best to come on tomorrow, even if it's for like a 30 minutes or whatever. But I'm gonna do that. And definitely 100%, I will be back on here on Saturday because Saturday at 6 p.m. Saturday at 6 p.m. because Stick to It is gonna be up here with me. We gonna vibe. We gonna vibe. I'm gonna do a little interview with him, so he could branch out to whoever is tapping in with me over here, and display his art and stuff like that. So that's another thing too that I have to. Wow, that's cool, right? So that's another thing that I have to set up for, whatever the case is. I'm gonna do that tomorrow because I can't wait last minute. But yeah, festive things are happening. I'm trying my best to try to figure out how to work these lives for y'all in 2026. Before my audio went out, I did meet a few more people, but they're like daytime people, I guess. And they tapped into the live and they were loving it here. So I'm doing my best to make sure that I tap in and stuff like that so they don't run left me and stuff. They don't run the left me or whatever. But yeah, people in the back, thank you so much for tapping in with me. Adventure, Chris, Mimi, Abide. I hope I got everybody. Everybody that was in here with me. Thank you so much. Adventure, I'm going to come on over to your live and watch you play some game. So yeah, I'll see you over there. See y'all later. Oh wait, I don't know why I keep looking down here. I forget that you guys are up here. My bad. I'm new to this, okay? But don't worry, I soon be true to this. Bye.